Oh, okay. Hey, there we go. Let's redo that.
Where were we?
So, let's go again. I'm AEtienne. Nice to meet you. This is TTS.
Oh, nice to meet y'all.
And this is March.
Hello, I'll pretend that I have played this game.
As will I.
But those two guys are really skillful in the Pokemon speedrun in general. TTS for 5th generation, for 5G for example, and March also is really active in the Pokemon speedrunning community. And this game and this run will be a Pokemon Crystal Manipless, also glitchless. So basically it's Pokemon the game normally and get good. So we can start that without any without waiting. So first of all, we set up the options. Of course, we'll go for the text speed as fast because we are speedrunners. Taking off the battle scenes because that's take a hell lot of time. Battle style is basically the games ask you if you want to change every single time a trainer have more than one Pokemon. Of course, that's losing time, so we deactivate that. And I don't know which type of the 8. I like the 8, for example.
Of course, of course.
If we are ready on the timer, person for the tech, there we go. So if we go, we can go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gonna catch them all. Or not.
Yeah, so as AEtienne was saying, this is a Manipless glitchless category. So this is about as traditional to a casual playthrough as you can, just going really, really fast. The Crystal does have quite a bit of RNG manipulation, and Gen 2 is notoriously difficult at executing the RNG manipulation, especially at a top level. So it's nice to have a Manipless option for people who want to get into playing Pokemon for the first time. There's usually Manipless categories for most of the generations at this point that do require some RNG manipulation at a top level. So we're going to go ahead and pick the girl here because the girl is just ever so slightly faster than the boy, particularly with the entrance animation as the characters like slide across the screen at the top of the start of a battle.
It's actually the sprite just loads 1 frame faster.
Yeah, it's like
time.
1 frame difference, but it's enough to over the course of the run because we do so many battles. So this run has no RNG manipulation. We're still going to be using Totodile as our starter because Totodile is just the GOAT in Generation 2. But because this is a Manipless run, which means that we do kind of have to roll the lottery a little bit with our Totodile stats. AEtienne, do you want to go a little bit into what we need as stats from our Totodile in order to be runnable?
Yeah, we need some. Normally, to beginner runs, we need 12 in attack at level 5 and 10 an attack special at level 5 also. And the best things is should be to have 11 at defense special because the stat and the special are linked in the attack and the defense specials. But here that can be okay. I can do this run at least with 10 attack special with 10 special attack. Okay. So I will just save in front of the ball and hope I got good DVs. So basically DVs are the stats of the Pokemon, the DNA of the Pokemon. They can fluctuate between 0 and 15, and at least I need 6 on special.
Okay. So DVs are the predecessor to IVs that became standard in Generation 3 and beyond. So they're on a scale of 0 to 15 instead of the typical 0 to 31 that you would see in later generations. As AEtienne said, we're going to be looking for some decent DVs here. A weird quirk about Generation 2 is that even though they did split special attack and special defense, they still referred to the same DV value. So that means that even though that the base stat of the special attack and special defense are different, we're going to have different values, but they refer to the same like DV value, if that makes sense. It's a lot of the under the hood stuff in Pokemon can be kind of hard sometimes, but
okay, I will have to rename every time I go for the reset, so let's hope that's not took too much time. But thank you for all of the donations for renaming the Pokemon and the trainer and also the rival.
I think it's also worth mentioning that today we are running on 3DS VC, so the traditional manip actually does not work on 3DS VC.
That is correct. So there is a separate category for 3DS VC because of the... Oh, that's too bad.
Too bad. That was every stat was good except the special.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Nice. Yeah, so 3DS VC, very rare to see that Pokemon got a Virtual Console release, but it did on the 3DS, which is really nice, making it really accessible for runners to get into running Crystal without using an emulator. Although 3DS VC is not as accurate as some of the emulators that we have today, but it was a great way to get in and perfect for Manipless as well, since Manipless doesn't require RNG manipulation whatsoever. The emulation inaccuracies between 3DS VC and the old days It doesn't make that much of a difference. So
yeah. But basically, it's really easy to dive into the speedrunning on the 2 very first gen with the emulation now, because the emulation is really precise.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's see. No.
Oh.
That's too bad, honestly.
That's
Anyways.
right. It's part of the luck with Pokemon. You're kind of
Yeah.
stuck rolling the dice sometimes with Manipless categories. So
We'll get there.
yeah.
I will be really good at speedrunning the rename of this Totodile now.
Yeah, you're figuring out where everything is now. Yeah, because how text works in this game, it scrolls. I believe it's 1 per character in Gen 2, is it still?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, 1 character per frame means that a longer name makes it a little bit slower for us in the long run, but it's always worth it for the donations.
Oh, this is a female, by the way.
Oh, good catch. Yeah, we can't run female.
So, in case it was not clear, attack, like the gender of Pokemon is tied to attack in the early generation.
Something like that. Aishin
Right.
can explain that a little better than I can.
Yeah.
So basically, Totodile, I have 12.5% chance to be
You're female.
to be a female. A female again. Okay. I have Totodile. I have 12.5% chance to be female, and that means he will have 0 or 1 DVs in attack, which is really slow, really really bad for this run. Basically, there is no data, there is not a single flag in the game that's define if the Pokemon is. I'm sorry, I will just. There we go. There is no stat in the game that define if a Pokemon is, for example, shiny or male or female. That's based on the DVs. And basically, for a Pokemon that have 12.5% chance to be a female, 0 and 1 DVs in attack is a female, and the rest is a male. So this is why we definitely prefer male for the. There we go. Seriously?
Damn.
Okay. Well.
Do you know the percentage of Totodiles that are technically runnable?
I mean, it's kind of easy here. I will just go for. I mean, it's way more than 60%.
Okay, so we're just getting really unlucky on that 40% or so.
There we go again. So. Okay. So. There we go. I will manage that correctly. Here we go. So, I will go for, even if every other stat are bad, I just will go for the special in this run. So can you give it to me, please?
Surely this will be the one. We've been here long enough.
Let's see. No, what the hell?
Wow.
That means for at least 4 try we have between 0 and 5 special. That's crazy. My God.
Yeah, we're just getting criminally unlucky here. Do we have time for some donations?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yes, we do. We've got $25 from Infected D. No message, but thank you anyway. And we've got $46 from Kisenchu. Bang, 16,000 sniped. Good luck to AEtienne and all runners. Cheers from Brazil. I definitely butchered your name. I'm so sorry.
I don't think you'll make centrist at this point.
Yeah, I will not. Definitely not.
Oh, that'll be a separate problem.
Yeah. Anyways, we will have another opportunities to get it.
We'll wing it.
So let's see. This time, please. Oh,
please.
Oh, I can also reset the runs at some points, but anyways, that will not. There we go.
Oh, yeah. There we go. That's something we can work with.
Yeah. And we got a good speed and a good defense, which make the rest. Okay, 7 minutes. Normally we already beat the rival, the very first rival at this point. That's not a problem, guys. We have of course especially for Manipless categories we have normally a long enough estimate. If I don't get destroyed by the rest of the game, that can happen.
That's right. With these Manipless categories, you kind of have to give a more generous estimate in case of situations like this where we're stuck restarting for the starter for a little longer than what we would like. Another reason that we're a little concerned about how long it took for us to get a starter is because this generation was first to introduce a day-night cycle. And because of the day-night cycle, they also introduced different encounters that can appear depending on the time of day. Now, we set our time like just before nighttime, like about 15-ish minutes, 13-ish minutes. And what that does is that lets us get a Sentret, which only appears during the day. But then by the time we get a little bit later in the run, it'll pivot to nighttime, and we'll start seeing nighttime encounters. And there are a couple of nighttime encounters that we would like to see as well. We have to catch a couple of Pokemon to use as HM friends throughout the run. So there's a couple ideal ones that we would like to have, and the day-night is kind of crucial to that. But we'll make it up as we go along if it doesn't end up working out in our favor and it turns nighttime a little earlier than what we'd like. Ideally, we get balls in a Sentret before it rolls to night, but we might be getting pretty close to that at this point.
I don't think we can make it.
I don't. This is probably not possible. We will not have the Pokeball before the night's going down.
Not with the encounter luck we're getting either.
Now you're looking for a level 4, since after you kill a level 2 Pokemon.
The other possibility is to kill a level 3, so we'll skip the level up on level 6, which gain a little bit of time. The other possibility is to kill 2 over level 2, but... Oh, that's a really good one! It's level 4! It's a crazy amount of experience here. So
yeah.
I will, that will be good. This will be good. He also only have Splash, so it's really fast and really safe.
Yes, this is like a free Magikarp here. So did you explain a little bit why we're fighting a wild level 4 hop-up to get extra experience?
No, I didn't explain. You can go for it. Yeah.
So,
it's... Or I can do it, basically.
If you gain 42 points of experience, you can get level 8 for the first gym fight. So I don't know if it's present in this game, but like the level, the 3-5-8-0 matters for the damage.
Oh, yeah. So certain levels get a bigger boost in the damage calculation formula because a lot of things get rounded down because of computer math. So certain levels get a more significant attack boost than others because level is usually part of the damage formula, and I believe that is the case in Generation 2 as well.
I just wasn't sure if it's the same number that matters.
I don't know that.
Basically, bigger level give you more experience in these games. I don't know exactly the calculations, but that's definitely the things. Yeah,
right.
I mean, that was really good to fight this Pokemon level 4 because you have somehow you have a crazy great amount of experience to give.
Yeah, for sure.
So we meet Professor Oak. He will give us the Pokédex. So of course the objective in this run will not to be complete the Pokédex, so that will just be a side quest that we will not fulfill. And the very first part of this story, if you don't know it, is to give the egg to Mr. Pokémon, just here. And now we will heal us, which is why we prefer to get the experience before we go to this, the night.
Oh, yeah, and there's nighttime, so no Sentret,
no Sentret. And now the Professor Helm called us, and apparently he got stole. He got
robbed.
Yeah, by a certain guy. Oh, no encounter. This is really good.
Oh, that was really nice. Yeah.
So there is a way normally in a really optimized run, even with my actor stat, you don't get any experience, but that can be dangerous for the fight that will comes now, and also for the very first big run killer of this runs at the very beginning of the first gym.
Yeah, so do you want to go in a little bit about, since we do have a random Totodile, what are we doing to figure out what exactly our Totodile is, like stat-wise? Like, how are we keeping track of how good our Totodile is for future considerations?
Basically, at every level up, we see the stats happens at levels. For example, I saw that on level 6. And just by eliminations, with a tiny programs developed by the community on the side, just to analyze, not to do anything like manipulation and stuff like this, just to analyze your data, like you can do, for example, in an Excel sheet. You can literally define for each stat which one I have and make decision because of that, which make this category kind of interesting in my opinion, because your route or your strategy in certain combat can change considering if you have a good attack and a bad special, or a bad special and a good attack. So let's see. Level 7 with 15, 15, 12, 13, 12 if I'm right.
All I saw was 15 defense.
Yeah. 12. Yeah, that's probably not. If I had a really good speed that can make me faster in some late fight, which is kind of interesting because basically in these games, this is the type of games that you don't have only 8 gym to beat, but 16 because there is 2 regions.
That's right.
And on the Kanto region, there is some trainer with Alakazam, and Alakazam is crazy fast. But if you have enough speed, you don't need to deal with the speed of Alakazam with an X speed, an item that you will see later.
Right.
And that's kinda useful. So let's rename T. That's this. There we go.
We're fighting anxiety?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you a lot for the donations to rename all of those stuff. And now the professor is, oh my god, this is a Pokemon egg. Oh yeah, this is Mr. Pokemon give us the egg, and we have to bring the egg to the professor. And now, instead of Gen 1, we will give us some free Pokeballs, and I hope those 5 Pokeballs will be enough to catch the other Pokemon of my crew that I need, especially to learn HM. This is basically why we call them HM slave, because they will carry mainly Cut, Whirlpool, and Waterfall. Normally, we hope to have Sentret in this route to be a cutter, I mean to use Cut, but that will not possible because Sentret is not here during the night. The reason why I set up some part of the beginning of the run at the day and after the night, as it's been explained, is to find
a Sentret at day.
Yeah, and Sentret at day. And
Poliwag or Wooper at night.
Yeah, and Poliwag is way more important. Poliwag is probably the best Pokemon we can encounter during the night. Not in this run, he's not here, but on the next one. Because he learned 2 HM, he can learn that without de-learning everything else. And also he's really good at experience, to have some experience, because he don't do any damage, he has bubbles, and of course that's not really effective.
Right.
Yeah, this music is... I mean, the music of the Gen 2 in general is part of my favorite, with Gen 5.
Gen 2 chiptune is amazing.
Yeah.
Hello, Hoot Hoot.
The new PG, basically. And that's it for Route 29. And now in Route 20 and 21, this is when the screen blink, peoples. Let's hope that's a Poliwag, because that will be crazy useful. That will win a crazy amount of times. But if we don't get Poliwag in those 2 routes, that mean I will have to do some backups later.
Yeah.
So the very first trainer of the second trainer after arrival, youngster Mikey.
Mikey can be pretty crafty sometimes with poorly timed crits.
Yeah. But normally that's will be enough because I have some extra experience. Normally you fight Mikey at level 6 here, but here I take some extra experience.
Yes, and we've also learned Rage now. Do you want to go a little bit into why Rage is such a bust?
Oh yeah, you can go for. You want to explain it?
I'll go for it.
Yeah. So basically, Rage hits at 20, but every time you get hits, that's add 20 more of the damage. So and that's stack 5 times. So basically, at the end, Rage can hit at 120, which is crazy powerful at the beginning, especially if you have a good defense. Which is my case right now. I have a decent defense, honestly, and even with that, and even without that, thanks to the berry things, now that we can hold the item instead of Gen 1. At the early games, Rage is crazy powerful because after 2 tackle, because I mean opponent doesn't have really good move. Like for example, they have tackle, mainly tackle basically, and just because of that, you. If the fight is kind of long, for example, a trainer have 2 or 3 Pokemons, Rage can 2-hit KOs nearly everything. This is basically why Totodile is such a really good Pokemon at the early game. And also, the other thing is, if you play the remake of this Gen 2, if you're perhaps younger than us, normally the Bellspur Tower is mandatory to continue the game. That's not the case in Gen 2. You can skip the Bellspur Tower, which fill off Bellspur, which can be a problem. Oh no, Gunter, that's I mean no Poliwag. Nice. That's also a problem.
Yeah, so we'll figure it out.
So if you don't go to the Sprout Sword Tower and you choose the other 2 starters, you will lose, like, you lose too much experience and you simply cannot win the gym. But thanks to Rage, Totodile can win, and this is one of the reasons why it's preferred in Gen 2.
That's right.
I will not take absolutely any risk against this guy. I already lose too many of... I mean, everything can happen in this... So basically, here we go against Abe, the very first run killer of this game. This Spearow have a pick, which it's a stab move. Stab is the same attack base bonus. That means you have 50% damage bonus on this attack, and it's level 9. So it's kinda dangerous, honestly.
Yeah, we're on pretty equal footing with the gym here because we're skipping out on a lot of XP, not going up Sprout Tower. So even though Totodile can win, it's not a free gym by any means. We kind of have to work a little bit with our luck. Not crit and die. Getting close there.
This is why we go for the berry.
Yes, held items, being able to just heal a berry on the spot is really nice for saving turns.
For example, if he has to go for another crit here, I was at 1 HP. And of course I crit when it was useless.
Right, of course.
So we also swap to Scratch at the end. It's because we no longer need the power of Rage, and switching Scratch makes it so that we don't get the Rage is building tax, which save a little bit of time.
Yes. It also can go into our move decision making in general when we have like super effective techs or not very super effective techs. We'd like to avoid those as much as possible. So if we have a neutral attack that'll kill and a super effective attack that will kill, we'll usually opt for the neutral one if our move management works out so that we can save that extra text as much as we can.
Exactly. So there will be a hell of a lot of that during a certain section in the mid games. So here we go again. So this is where the runs begins to be really easy to play now, because Rage is busted, as we said. Just have to wait that Rage building. You have 28 HP, that's not a lot. So apparently, yeah, the only things I can check now is probably my HP on the next level up. And done. And my HP is 30.
Yeah, so our HP is not looking very good here. It's about as low as you can ask for, which is not the greatest, but you know, it's something that we can work with. It's one of the lesser important stats for you know, offensive and defensive calcs, but
basically that can be useful for some specific fight where we normally survive at a tiny amount of HP, especially the biggest run killer of this entire game. But normally we have a kind of good special with all of those resets. We have at least 10, which is really good.
For sure. So Falkner isn't too bad. His signature move is Mud Slap, which drops accuracy, but he's never going to use it because Tackle and Gust just do way more to Totodile. If we were using Cyndaquil, for example, or any like electric type to try to cheese this, then Mud Slap would come on the table and wouldn't be as good of a time for us. But because we have Rage and we're a water type, Falkner goes down pretty easy, barring no crits whatsoever.
Giotto. So he go for normally for 6 damage, yeah. So even if he crit here, that's me. Is that no? I will not go for Scratch if I miss. I mean, I will have the kill, but anyways.
Right.
But Scratch was better here to as March say for optimizations, but anyways.
Marathon safety.
Yeah. I didn't see the speed, but anyways. And that's the very first page. Nice.
1 done, 15 to go.
That's honestly, it's the entire gym is just spamming Rage, but sometimes just because of critical and because normally we play well less safer than that with well less heal. Sometimes you survive here by 1 HP to optimize thingies. So now that we beat the gym, we'll access to the following part of the game, because we can't progress any further without making this gym, especially because there is a scripted event here. Apparently the Professor have some things to show to us in the Pokémon Center, so we have to go back to the Pokémon Center.
Yeah, we can't progress any farther south than Ruins of Elf until we get the first badge, because there's a guy who's really obsessed with things and won't let us get in his way. So now that we've beaten the first gym, we have to pick up this egg, and then we'll be able to head down south, where hopefully we'll find a Whooper or Poliwag that we can catch for some HMs later.
So if you have only played Generation 4 remakes, you can notice that there's a difference where the person who gives you the egg is in the Pokemon Center instead of the Pokemart. So this is a good time for us to just take a free heal.
Exactly.
Yes.
Especially not only because of the HP, but also because of the power points. Power points are kind of important in this run. This is basically the number of time you can use an attack before healing. And here we are really low on power point on Rage, and we're still using it because Rage is really powerful, as we said.
Yes.
That will also be the case during the mid-game, where PP management, power point management, is really important. So here, if I have a Bellsprout, that can be crazy good. Nope.
Better luck next time.
Yeah, so we're looking for Whooper in particular. It's about a 30% at night, I believe.
Yeah, it's
to
30%.
encounter. So the hope is just that we get one. The odds aren't really good.
Basically, that will not be worth it to catch Whooper first here, because I can have Psyduck into the forest.
Okay.
Because for the moment, I'm not using a Ripple in the forest because I don't have a cutter. So if you don't have a cutter, catching for Whooper is not worth it.
Okay.
Just because you have a chance to get Psyduck who learn Waterfall and Whirlpool, and
Sure.
Whooper only learn Whirlpool.
Right.
So basically, we are in a weird situation when catching Whooper now is not worth it.
Right. So just because it's Manipless, we can't manip anything we want to show up.
I have to make a decision now.
Yeah.
I mean, I said that's not worth it, because if somehow I found Psyduck, so anyways, let's
What's
go.
the percentage of Psyduck to appear?
It's rare, but if it happens, that's a really good. That's as good as Poliwag. But I don't really remember. If I'm right, it's around 10%. If I have to check. I don't even know.
Yeah, so we'll just have to make it up on the fly. And
Yeah.
usually
So
you
in
don't want
the-
to stuck camping somewhere.
In the Union Cave, it's the first time in this game we see a type of trainer called Spinner.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And Spinners are trainers that randomly look around, and if they catch you, they will fight you.
Yes. A weird thing about Crystal, too, is that they are very erratic in movement. Later generations usually have a pretty decent cooldown timer.
Oh, he's stuck in the wrong
stuck.
direction.
8 seconds.
Okay, so to explain why he gets stuck sometimes, so basically every time a spinner tries to spin, it will also roll a timer to decide how long it will stay in the same direction, and
Yes.
the number can be from 0 to 31.
Yes.
However, this timer decrement before the game actually checks. So if he rolls 0, it will underflow to 255, and the spinner will get stuck for I think 255 times 2 amount of like frames.
It's something like that.
Yeah.
So
It's around 8 seconds basically
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
this number of frame.
yeah, and you know anything about the spinners is like in later generations we have plenty of really easy setups to do in order to get past them, because they only check to spin on very certain intervals of frames, which are usually very easy for us to maneuver past. But in Crystal, you can get spinners that turn like
Every frame.
yeah, every frame basically if you get really unlucky. So you can see some really like wild and erratic behavior from the spinners.
It is not possible to pass them completely safely in this game.
Unless they get stuck like we just saw.
Yeah,
But that's
unreasonable to wait for.
right. It's pretty rare when it happens. So you have to usually you just YOLO past them and pray for the best. So
However, some passes are better than the others.
yes, so depending on how you're trying to pass the spinner, there are certain directions that are better. If they're looking up, for example, they'll preference looking to the left and vice versa. And if they are looking like down, they'll preference looking like right and vice versa. So you'll kind of have a weird thing where they like to look up and left a bunch and down and right a bunch. So depending on how you're passing them, in this case, he's passing them from the bottom. So if you have the spinner that is looking either left or up, it's the most likely that you'll get past without an issue, but it's never guaranteed.
So the reason why he's safe for the spinner is because if you hit that spinner, you simply die. You have no way to win against that fight.
Yes, that is a very bad fight. So that's why AEtienne took a safety save there.
So the reason for that is that Totodile in this game learns Water Gun pretty late, and he has a level 12 Geodude that just destroy you because you
Yes.
don't have any water type attack.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how late that the Generation 2 starters get their like first stab move.
Yeah, it's level 10 for Ember and Cyndaquil, if I'm right, also. So, which is also pretty late.
Yeah, I know that's the case for HGSS, at least it's level 10. So, and in this case for Crystal, it's level 12 for Water Gun, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So since the Mart is on the way, we're just gonna buy some stuff here, which will be repels and super potions.
Yeah, general stuff for safety.
Yeah.
We're gonna be coming up.
Repel is one of the most important items in the speedrun because
Yes.
it prevents us from getting like unwanted encounters.
Yes.
Yeah, undesirable encounters, I guess.
Right. So long as we're not hunting for something that we can use for HMs later. So.
We are also going to grab a free full heal here. The full heal can help you get rid of any status.
Yep.
In Gen 4, they moved that full heal to next to the charcoal house.
Oh, interesting.
I just save just because, in case just of quick attacks, and that doesn't take too many times. And resetting in this generation is really fast. So.
Yeah, this area is pretty rough because it's the first time we're going to be seeing a lot of poison and confusion for sure.
So I think I should have explained a bit earlier, but in this game, when enemy uses a status move against you, it has a 25% to just outright fail.
Correct. So even though we might see a lot of tail whips, tail whip can just like that. It can just fail, even though it's technically 100 accurate.
I would say the more important part is when the Zubat use supersonic. So despite it having like a 55% accuracy, it is actually less than a coin flip to get hit by one.
Right.
Not to mention that it's random AI.
Yeah, right. So a lot of AI in these games are random, so they'll just pick any move out of their selected move pool. Are there any that have smart AI, AEtienne?
There is some smart AI, especially, for example, you speak about Falkner. Falkner is some sort of a smart AI.
Like the gym leaders.
Yeah, gym leaders. And sometimes some AI literally cheats and see your stats, like, for example, blue or red at the very end of the game. And because of that, you can literally manipulate them by knowing especially your DVs. For example, you can know if blue will have a good probability to go for extreme speed if you have a very, very bad defense. That can happen. That's really rare.
Yeah, typically it's not worth repelling in Slowpoke Well, so we end up just YOLOing the encounters, and if we get one, it's just poor luck.
So you might be wondering why we are not catching a Pokemon to learn Fly. That's because later we'll be getting a gifted Pokemon, which is a Spearow. And getting the gift Pokemon is way faster than actually catching one, so it is not worth catching a Pokemon to learn Fly.
That's right.
So let's hope everything goes well against Zubats, because Zubats have, of course, Supersonic, and I lose my berry because of that.
That's alright.
That is quite unlucky given the hit chance and the random AI.
Right.
That was totally random. Sometimes you go for leech life, and it's way easy, way better. But anyways, that's kind of good also. I really don't want to be poisoned here by Poison Sting. That will definitely lose off sometimes. That's fine.
Okay.
Good.
One more. This is very good. So I don't even need to heal now against the next trainer.
Yeah, this health is very good.
So let's see now what is my attack special. 20. Okay, I have 10. I have 10 special, which is fine. Honestly, 10 on 15 is really it's totally fine. But we have 0. We have literally the worst HP possible.
Oh yeah, you literally have 0 DV HP. That's terrible.
Yeah, that's kind of terrible.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's not the most important thing. Was definitely the special, and we got it, even if it's cost us 7 minutes.
Right. And
worth it.
So let's go for watch again here. Tail sweep. Don't use shit. Of course.
It's alright, this is still good health in case we get poisoned.
So now we have to deal with 2 Zubats, and the problem is they have, of course, Supersonic. So, and I'm -1 in defense, so that can be dangerous. So I will not take any. Oh, that was a bad. There we go. That's nice. So
yeah,
one more. That was a really bad roll, but.
Oh, wow.
Well, I guess we can go for it. Come on, let's go, Kai Sakurai.
No.
So I will have to heal, of course.
Yeah, you're gonna want to.
Oh, and
crit
because
life, of
because
course.
why not?
At least it wasn't crit. Literally anything else.
Super potions will be better, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
of a crit.
The Zubat want us dead.
Yeah, right.
Go, guys, Sakurai. Yes.
All right, there we go.
One more. Basically, many runs can die here because, of course, we don't go for heal. We just all in room in a good pace. Even the animation of the confusion itself lose a bunch of time. That would be a range here. Come on, guys, Sakurai, you can do it. Too bad.
No.
Damn, a very confusing total down.
Yeah, right. This is perplexing to say the least.
That will not be enough to confuse no more. Let's go. He will go for Leash Life, of course, because I was confused. So the AI will never go for
A useless move.
Yeah, useless move. Well, that was time lost, of course, but and we lose one super patience, but that's fine. We pass through.
Yeah, we figured it out.
I have definitely to heal because if I got poison turn 1 against the next Pokemon, that can be an issue. So let's use this tiny bit potions, and here we go for the final trainer of the Slowpoke Well. So we are here to save some Slowpokes because apparently the Team Rocket is the Team Rocket has returned to rule the world. No, just to do rocket things.
Yeah, their first rocket thing is to cut off all the tails of the Slowpoke and sell them because they're very sweet and a very rich delicacy.
Poor Slowpokes. Oh, nice crits!
Getting there. So
that's not an issue.
Yeah, Smog has a small chance of poisoning you, so it's unfortunate when it does happen.
Is the chance to poison different in Gen 2?
I don't remember what the odds are at all for Smog. Isn't it like 30, 40? I'm gonna be way wrong.
I think it's 40% in Gen 3 and 4.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good move to poison, but that do a really tiny amount of damage, honestly.
Yeah, and
Right.
it doesn't have the greatest accuracy.
No, it doesn't either.
And basically, when we got warp here, we got a free heal. We didn't hear any sound cue or on stuff, but we just got a free heal from Kurt, so which is kind of useful.
Wish we would have that in Gen 4.
Yeah, right.
I forgot to check my speed, but anyways, I should have checked my speed, but that's fine. I'm wondering if I try to beat. Oh,
Okay.
All right,
nice. There we go.
The 25% hit.
Yeah, right.
I'm wondering if I try to beat Benny just for safety, just to don't because
You haven't hit any. But you already felt the fire wizard, right?
yeah, but because I passed. Oh, very good crits. Because I passed the spinner correctly. The reason why I did I skip it during the training because we did training runs, of course, is because I was touching the very first spinner in the Union Cave before.
Yeah.
But fighting intentionally the spinner in this gym make the hardest fight of this game, the Rain Killer that we will see immediately after, faster, easier because you will have one extra level. And because I am really bad at HP, that can be a good idea.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Because the Razor Leaf can probably just two-hit you.
Yeah. So because of the whole spinner shenanigans in Crystal that we mentioned before, and the fact that we need a little more XP than what would be considered the bare minimum leading up to this point, if we do get hit by any spinner in particular that we were just mentioning, the one in Union Cave, we will skip fighting optional trainers that we would otherwise fight in order to kind of just balance out the EXP a little bit and just have a little more of that dynamic routing element that helps us minimize our time lost from hitting spinners by being able to cut out having to earn XP elsewhere.
So basically here, the thing is, my HP is... I will fight him intentionally. Because I was about to pass him. Because here, to be safe against Bugsy, I need to heal, but that will cost super potions. But I don't need a potions to fight Benny, and that makes the next fight way safer with one extra level. And because my HP is really bad, I think that's really a good idea. And that's already, even if it's free Pokemon, that's kind of fast, as you will see. Let's give a lot of XP, especially because of this final Pokemon. And more than that, he cannot poison you or do any shenanigans things. So. I will intentionally go for double rage here. I hope the second rage will kill.
Just to save water guns.
Well, especially to setting up Fury Attack on the next Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
Because if he Fury Attack, for example, 4 times, it will be 1-hit kill. Oh, he missed. Anyways.
Ah, it's too bad.
Too bad.
Anyways, go for it again. Oh, we are in speed tie.
So yeah, when you're speed tied, it's just a coin flip who goes first.
There we go. Exactly.
It's the least ideal situation to be in a fight because it's very unpredictable.
In every
when
single
first.
Pokemon generation, yeah.
Yes.
Because that's add randomness.
So now we are fighting the second gym leader.
Yeah, so...
And guess what? We are spamming Rage again.
Yeah, right. So Bugsy has 2 of the bugs, the Metapod and the Kakuna. They aren't too big of a threat. It's his Ace, the Scyther, that's more annoying.
I didn't save because here the odds of dying is really, really, really low. That means you need to be poison into critical into many, many different things. With the extra experience I got, so
Right.
do not think that will be an issue. Just 6 attack. Arden is totally fine because now he's a little bit more sturdy, which is good.
Come on, hit us. There we go.
There we go. This is definitely what we want because, of course, Metapods don't eat a lot, but that doesn't matter. That still increase the rage on the same amount. So
Right.
this is why the previous Beedrill is really good to fight because it stacks instantly the rage in many different stages. So.
Yep.
So just don't poison me, Kakuna, and we are friends. Honestly, the Metapod already already got me a mini.
Nice.
That's fine. There we go. So it's already a win. There is except even quick attack crit. No, that's not even a possibility to die. Oh, I don't see the. Did you see the speed?
I missed it. I'm sorry. You speed tied the Beedrill though. Do you know what Beedrill speed is?
I should have known that, but I don't know.
Ah, that's too bad.
That was on the previous level. Anyways.
So beating
perhaps the chat perhaps the chat had it, but
so beating Bugsy will also give us a very important TM, which is Fury Cutter.
Yes.
And without Fury Cutter, we simply do not beat the rival at the upcoming gate.
Yes, the rival is the most difficult fight in Azalea for sure. So Fury Cutter works similarly to Rage, but it actually gets more power the more times you use it consecutively.
And use it successfully.
Right, right. So it's a lot better than Rage because we're not banking on taking damage to increase our power. We just get to sit there and spam it, and it naturally gets more and more powerful over time, which is a way better trade-off than Rage. It's also super effective against Bayleaf, which is what helps.
Yeah, and Bayleaf is very strong at this stage of the game. It has Reflect, and it also has Razor Leaf, which can potentially 2-hit us, and has a high crit chance.
Yes.
So because of all of this, Rival 2 is considered to be one of the worst run killer of the entire license. So let's setting up that. I will not use the Reaper because I still need something to cut. Let's go for Fury Cutter.
So you need to do a safety save?
Yeah, I will do a safety save, of course.
It is crazy to not
This is your reminder.
So, I guess there we go. I do not. I think every time Crystal has been done at ESA on at many events, we never pass this guy first try. So here we go for Rival 2, also known as the Gatekeeper.
Surely we can break the tradition here.
Let's break it. Honestly, I took some extra experience, so
yeah. So this Ghastly is a little bit of a troll because it does have Lick, which is a small chance to para. It also has Hypnosis, if I'm not mistaken.
That's why we got the Paralyzed Heal Berry.
Yes.
No Paralyzed, that's
no
good.
No Paralyzed, good.
What is my speed? 33 or 34? 33.
So in Generation 2, critical hits are a 1 in 16 chance, but because Razor Leaf is a high crit move, it actually has a +1 to its
this is really good.
Critical hit rate, which basically drops it from a 1 in 16 to 1 in 8. So anytime we see,
Wow.
this is
Wow.
really good
Wow.
fight.
Wow.
That's a crazy good fight.
That's
All right.
crazy. This is not supposed to happen.
That is a very clean fight.
That's a crazy good fight.
Yeah.
don't supersonic, and that's fine.
Shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, right. As soon as you mention something, it's gonna happen. Surely you hit through it. All right.
Yeah, crit.
Get the range?
No,
No.
too bad. That's really rare to get this range, especially without a really good. Yeah.
All right.
That's
Very clean fight.
yeah. Whew. Oh, that's good that this guy.
We're hitting the luck balance with the earlier confusion.
Yeah, I know.
This guy literally chain killed me in training yesterday. So
Just like that, we beat anxiety.
so now we have a little part. No, I will not save. We have a little part into the forest. I didn't use the repel because there is some Perez and some Oddish in this
Yeah, there's a couple
Place.
things here that we're looking at to catch for HMs.
not this one. Yeah.
Since we've caught basically nothing at this point that we need.
There we go. I will just check what is the best way to catch Oddish. Oh, here we go.
Oh, here's Oddish.
I have is level 7. I will rage. You have sweet sense, so I have to be careful. Not because he will use it, but because in my Pokemon menu, sometimes I will cut from the menu, and sweet sense will be on the top. And if you sweet sense, if you want to cut a tree, that will make a wild encounter.
Yeah.
This is a really good way.
So while Sweet Scent isn't an HM, it kind of works like an HM in that it has an overworld ability that you can proc through the menu, which basically just generates a random encounter on the spot, so long as you're in grass or a place where encounters can spawn.
So yeah, now we have Oddish. Normally, this is a backup. So normally, as it has been said, Sand Trait is better to have because we can use the repel. Don't have try to get randomly Oddish here, but now that's fine. So the only HS left that misses will be Polyrag. So because we didn't find Psyduck here. So basically, I will have to do some difference in terms of routing later to catch Polyrag.
Yeah.
Or I can go for one extra rare candies to... Well, there is many different routes we can do. The good things about Johto is after the badge number 4, you can basically make your way in many different parts in this region, which is cool. But also that makes some problems in terms of level management from the AI. At a certain moment, we will be crazy overpowered because of that.
Right.
Celebi. Unfortunately, Celebi is catchable in the 3DS versions.
That's right.
Yeah, that has been changed, which is good because in the original version you need a Japanese events on a Japanese cartridge specifically. So there is no way to activate the GS ball, which is the events to catch Celebi in the European cartridge.
Very nice addition to the 3DS VC re-release.
Yep.
So we are not heading out of the forest immediately. We are trying to get a TM for Headbutt, which will be a good coverage and PP move for a while.
Yep.
It's pretty powerful.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're going to be saying goodbye to Rage for Headbutt, because Headbutt just becomes a better move at this point.
Yeah, and Fury Cutter kind of takes its place.
Right.
So I just have to, as always, in every single Pokemon in every single Pokemon speedrun, we try to group the menu. So here my repel goes out, so I will reuse the repel, and I use that to learn Headbutt.
Because every time you open the menu and close it, it costs about like 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So it is better to do multiple things at once when you open the bag.
I will take the Ether here just to sell it because I use one extra super potions, so just to have some extra money that can be useful.
Sure.
I mean, it's literally do not need any extra step to get it, so that's perfect.
So we are about, I guess in about 5-6 minutes, we'll fight one of the, I guess, still one of the most dangerous fight in the game, which is Whitney. There are a couple reasons why it's dangerous. First of all is that the Clefairy has metronome, which can call any move in the game. So if they call something like explosion, you die.
Yeah, there is not only that. There is many different moves from metronome. This is basically a clean fiesta. This fight is
very unpredictable.
Yeah, very very unpredictable.
Everyone will have bad memories.
And at the same time, since we are using Fury Cutter, and Mutant can stomp, if it flinch, the Fury Cutter will fail, and that is not a good thing.
Right. You'll get reset back to whatever base power Fury Cutter is. I forget off the top of my head.
So we are now in a speed
20?
hell.
I think.
Is it 20 or 30? 30, right?
I don't know.
It's for a bot is 30, if I'm right.
It's
Stuck.
30.
Stuck. There we go. Nice. Very good.
Good. So this part is also called the spinner hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those two spinners are always rapidly turning, and you have to pass both.
So
of
I
them.
think the left one is rotator.
Is it?
The left is a rotator.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So you're waiting for the left one to rotate.
But
to
it's
a good-
spinner hill because like there's like also earlier spinners.
Yeah, there's like two spinners that you have to pass.
And you have to pass them multiple times.
Right. Fun mechanic. Up to Generation 3, you can use cut to get rid of tall grass like that, so you just don't have to risk encounters at all.
This is one of the rare grass that we have to pass it through 2 times. It's more worth to just cut the grass instead of
Burning a whole
Risking.
repel or risking the grass.
Yeah.
Well,
On average.
there is a message for you. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, unfortunately we have to take this massive detour up here just because we need to move that girl back to Goldenrod so we can get the squirt bottle for Sudowoodos. Spin to win.
There we go. That's
All right, all right.
No, it's not in a good. There we go. Up is better. Perfect.
There you go.
Well. That was a good spinner hill. Oh, damn it.
But do you get Kenya now or later?
Later, when at the final pass, because for example, when I have to cut the grass, it's better to have less Pokemon to improve the movement. So it's a tiny optimization. You can get Kenya when you want.
Okay, cool.
Does Kenya ever get experience?
I do not think so. No. And basically, the funny things, in Earth Goes to Silver, Kenya is level 20 with a specific stat which crazy good.
It only
Yes.
okay.
And it's random here with level 10. So it's Kenya is
Oh,
really
it also
bad.
only get experience if you do the switch strat on Rival 3, right?
Oh yeah, we can do the switch strat, but I'm not used to the switch strat. So it can be a good safe strat, but I'm really bad at doing it. So.
Yeah, so
I mean, I never pull that off because I always go for fast strat.
yeah. So in the Gen 4 remakes of these games, the Manipless version of the any percent and any percent glitchless categories actually use Kenya for a little bit.
Yeah, but
Because-
one big reason is that the Kenya is level 20 in the remake, but
Right.
it's only level 10 here,
Right,
which makes it not worth using.
right. Here we still pick it up because it's our free ticket to a flyer.
Is there also random stats in Gen 2?
Gen 2 you have random stats,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's not even consistent like Gen 4.
Right.
Well, what is your guess, guys, for Metronome?
Metronome Nightshade.
I will guess Ice Punch again.
Oh.
Splash, please.
So Clefairy can waggle its finger at any point. It also has Double Slap, which can do a lot of damage since each hit, I believe, has a crit chance.
2, please. Thank you.
All right, 2 hit is good. It can be anywhere between 2 to 5 hits, despite the name being Double Slap. Metronome
what?
takedown.
That's fine.
Missed. All right,
That was a stab move. So.
that's workable.
No, I
Oh.
missed. Oh, that's bad. Now I have to rebuild all of my Fury Cutter. Yeah, Fury Cutter of 95% precision. 2, please.
All right, there we go.
That's kind of bad. If I am too low on HP on the Mill Tank, that's going to be a huge problem because of the... oh, he crit. Because of the Stomp.
Yeah.
Yes, that's kill. So I will not do a lot of damage on the Mill Tank, but with 2 hits, that should be enough. Just roll out, please.
We really don't want to see Stomp flinch. Rod is good.
Okay, 95% chance to win this fight.
Roll out. That's fine.
Yes!
All right.
Nice.
All right, we're through.
That's so good. That's those two fights. The gatekeeper and this one goes first try.
Yeah, very good there. Miltank can be pretty bad because it has Milk Drink, which will heal its HP if it's pretty low. It'll also have Rollout, which it locks it into using Rollout until it misses, or a certain number of turns have passed, I think.
5.
Yeah. And it gets more powerful with each successful hit, which, in a similar vein as Fury Cutter, is very dangerous for us to try to work our way out of. And of course, because it's faster, it's got Stomp Flinch chance, which is about 20%. Or is it 10% for Stomp?
No.
It's 20. It's 30.
Is it 20 or 30? 30.
20 or 30.
I think 30.
That's changed in every single generation.
No, Stomp is
30.
Yeah,
Early.
I think 30.
Yeah.
It's 30 in Gen 5.
If you have
In Gen 4.
if you have any doubt, people use Smogon. Use a really good website to know every single move and how that works in every single generations.
Please consult the internet because while we are Pokemon speedrunners, we are horrible at trivia night.
I mean, this is because that should have been me who's the Gen 2 specialist, you know.
That's a nice water bottle pickup.
But sometimes this game RNG literally blow my mind, and I just don't want to know, you know, the probability of what just happens to me.
The girl was very cooperative. She walks to you.
I will go for what safe strat that we call the early underground, especially because I'm already level 21 thanks to this extra experience that I got on the Benny. And because of that I have Bite already, which is, I got that at the perfect timing. At the moment when I beat Miltank with Furicator, I have to de-learn Furicator for Bite. And now because I have Bite I can what-hit KO those Slowpokes, which is crazy good.
Yes.
So, the timing to learn Bite is actually also one of the reasons why spinners are so dangerous, because if you reach level 21 before killing the Miltank, that will be a big trouble because you need to keep Fury Cutter for the Miltank, but you don't have space for Bite and you need Bite.
Yes, and you need to keep the other moves that you have to this point, so you're just kind of screwed if you get too much XP.
We have a lot of times during the next fight which is not really interesting with Manimite and Voltorb. So if we have any message for during this fight, is definitely a perfect moment. If we have.
Yeah, of course. So we got $30 from Hoot Cake. Amazing event so far. Good luck to AEtienne and everyone else running today.
Thank you.
And $2 from Milky Crown. Crystal is the best Pokemon.
I agree. I mean, I agree, but that's hard. My favorite Pokemon speedrun casually is Colosseum, but I really love Crystal, especially for the art, you know? I mean, consider, people, this game released before the years 2000, before yeah. This is how we say it in English, yes?
What, the year 2000?
Yeah, 2000, yeah. And he literally graphically is 3 years ahead of this time, which is kinda funny considering how the graphics of the Pokemon license are right now, you know. But yeah, for this time, Crystal is crazy beautiful, and also crazy good in general.
Yeah. So before we leave Goldenrod for good, we're gonna do some shopping real quick.
Yeah, and we're gonna grab one of the most important TM for this run.
Yep.
So we're going to be selling off Attract, unfortunately, because it is not worth it for us to teach it. So
yeah.
Thanks for the free money, Whitney.
We'll use the money to grab to replenish our healing items and buying TMs.
Yeah. So we just bought Ice Punch, which is a Ice type physical move, which is really good.
No, it's a special move in Gen 2.
Oh, that's right, because Ice is special in Gen 2. Sorry, I'm Gen 4 pilled.
Which is a really good coverage move.
Yes.
Sell that.
It's useful for Rival, since they have a Grass type.
Yep.
It's useful for Flying type, and it's useful for Dragons.
Right. It's just really insane coverage for some of the gyms that will be coming up.
And I go for some Escape Rope now.
Goldenrod has one of the best music.
It's a pretty good theme. I kind of have to give it to Ekrichik, though, as one of the best in this. And I suppose Lavender Town too. Lavender Town in Kanto is pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, we will have plenty of really good. Oh, you stupid! So do not forget Kenyas. Some people in the community are absolutely pros to forget Kenyas and kill the run.
I've never heard forgetting Kenya as being a professional move before.
So perfect. The third spinner here. Can I make it through without touching anyone?
That's too bad.
Frame 1. Nothing I can do again. That it's even.
Yeah, it's really tough because you have to pass them through 2 tiles of vision, so you need them to be really stuck there for you to get past them for free.
I will not use Water Gun, I will use Headbutt because it's faster, as had been said, and Water Gun is
super effective.
Yeah, super effective,
right.
And let's add some extra text. I just thinking, yeah. Yeah, I will use X Special, I guess, against the rival. Yeah.
Headbutt itself is also just shorter.
Yeah.
By 1 character. Because it doesn't have the space.
Mm-hmm.
Second one. No.
The spinner is behaving like a rotator.
That's right.
Please.
He's...
There we go. That's fine.
What an evil guy.
You didn't believe us before that crystal spinners are unfair. So this PC here is really nice. It's here for like the bug catching contest stuff at National Park.
We got an egg, which we actually do not want to hatch because the egg hatching animation is really slow.
Yeah.
So we need to use a PC at some point, and this is a good time to also restore our PP.
Yes. So we dump Croconaw in the box as well as the egg, and then pull Croconaw back out, and it'll be back to full health, which is really nice.
Full health and full PP.
Yeah.
Basically, like a Pokemon Center, yeah.
Yeah. It's more convenient than just dumping it in the box and then going to a center and talking to Nurse Joy and all that hullabaloo, so.
I use the bicycle from the bag. It's a little bit faster than closing the bag and use the select button because there is a tiny lag using the shortcuts on the select buttons to pull the bike. I will do that for multiple things, like for example, pull it off the bicycle, or using some HM in some situations.
You can also see that we did not cut the grass again.
It's because we have repels now.
Yeah.
So we're gonna run from this Sudowoodo because we don't need anything with it. This running away
I think it's also not worth cutting if you're only passing once, even if you don't have repel.
Right. So March, you're from China, right?
Yes.
So we were having a little fun last night, going over some really funny Chinese translations of some of the Pokemon names. You want to let the crowd know what Sudowoodos is?
I will have you. Do you remember it?
Kind of.
Okay, so.
But I don't want to spoil it.
Yesterday, I put up a list of like Pokemon name in Chinese, and then I let Google translate them, and they don't do a very good job.
So we learned last night.
Yeah, so they translated Sudowoodo into the tree is weird.
Really?
Yes.
I'm not in the same room of those two games.
And you translated Bonsly as well, right?
Yeah, the basin is weird.
We are actually in the Kimono Theater. Basically, if we beat all of those ladies, we got Surf, which is really useful for future fights. And especially against a certain guy later. Oh, nice. If Espeon doesn't use Confusion, that's really good. I will use Bite here to save an extra power points.
So yeah, the Kimono Theater is like scary for 2 reasons. One of them is like the Jolteon is a maniac. It can kill you pretty easily if you get crit or get fully paralyzed. Mm-hmm. The second reason is that the Umbreon can use Sand Attack, right?
Yeah. Every single one has Sand Attack.
So if you miss too many moves, you actually run out of PP.
And that becomes a huge issue later on.
Yeah.
I guess it's just especially bad on Umbreon because it takes
flinch. Just flinch it.
Right. You know, we should have like memorized all of these names in Chinese and just referenced them throughout the whole run.
They are not that interesting.
Go for it, guys, Sakurai! Oh, shit.
Like, for example, Umbreon in Chinese is just called, like, Moon Eevee.
Moon Eevee.
Yes.
Oh! Useless crit.
Are the rest of them like Fire Eevee, Water Eevee?
Yes, basically.
Lightning Eevee?
Yeah. And Aspeon is Sun Eevee.
Sun Eevee?
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense, because it's like the day one. Do you remember what Croconaws is?
Okay.
Can we do that in French later?
Translate all the French ones to English and try to make sense of it.
Aquali versus Crocodile. Yeah, Crocodile. Basically, it's the same. Yeah, flinch it! Again. Flinch it. No, not this. That's bad. Bite.
No.
So, I think accuracy drop is more consequential in the early gens than later. I'm pretty sure it, like, one Sun attack just reduces your accuracy to, like, 2 in 3. Is that how it works?
Your guess is as good as mine.
It's, I think it's 25%. It's down to 75% percent chance to hit.
So minus
Then
one
that
stage
would
is
be-
75%?
Then that would be
Yeah.
the same as later gens.
Yeah, that's the same as later gens. And then I think like minus 2 is down to like 66% or something.
I feel like I was told by someone it's just reduced by...
I'm not sure, honestly, but
Fine.
yeah, it's kinda, no matter what, it's kinda bad.
It's one of those more niche like stat stages that you don't really consider too often.
It's also banned, for example, in competitions. So this is basically the gym leader of this place.
Yeah.
Don't paralyze me, thank you, and don't
Alright.
crit.
So the whole reason we're doing this is because there's a gentleman in the crowd that after seeing our stunning performance will give us Surf, which is very useful
Yeah,
for our Croconaw as a water type.
Our stunning effort of headbutting Eevees.
That's right.
Perfect. So we get Surf from this guy, and now it's time to setting up against him again.
So you can probably guess, Surf is a pretty busted move. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has a lot of PP, it is high power, and it doesn't miss. We also have stab on it.
That's right. So yeah, just at this stage, a 95 base powered Surf is just insane.
Yeah, so you might think that we have Bite, and it is super effective against Ghost, which is the main theme of this like town's gym.
Yep.
But Surf is actually more powerful against them thanks to stab.
Right. Yeah, Bite is just not a very powerful
Yeah.
move. It's only got like 40 BP or something.
No, 60.
60? Okay.
Yeah, 60, and can it flinch in this gen?
Yeah,
you
you
can
should.
flinch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Bite is a 60 power move, so with the super effective bonus is 120. On the other hand, though, the Surf is 95, and with the bonus is 142. It's now 142.5 because the math always round down.
Yeah.
I use a Reaper also to don't get any encounter. This is Morty on the right. On gold, it's not mandatory to do this this burning tower because Morty waiting is in this gym, but that's not the case in Crystal. This is one of the parts that I really think that Earth Gold to Silver was inspired by Crystal and not by Gold and Silver, because, for example, also in Earth Gold to Silver, this part is mandatory.
There's some more direct evidence. Heart Gold Soul Silver has battle facilities.
Yeah, so since Crystal is like the third version of Gold and Silver, it came out a little bit later, so it took some time to tweak certain things about like encounters and stories and stuff. Crystal, it sucks because you can't get Mareep in it. I mean, that on its own makes this a bad game. But yeah, the Burn Tower here becomes required in Crystal, and that became also mandatory in HGSS because those games took a lot of the Crystal like influence into.
So one of the reasons why this fight is really bad is that Hunter has Curse and Link.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so
But fortunately, I have. Oh, that's nice. Fortunately, I have my berry. I still have my berry this time. So even if he paralyzed me, that was not an issue. So I set up an X special. Yeah, we didn't speak a little bit about X items. Most of the people who play, I mean, Pokémon normally never use those items, but they are crazy powerful, especially in this generation, because there are not too expensive. And here we will use it in combination to Ice Punch to deal with this guy. without any troubles, I hope, because I'm on curse. Oh, that's a freeze!
Oh, that's a good freeze.
Yes.
So the reason why X items are really powerful is that normally to boost your own stats, you need to have a move for it, which will take up a move slot. But in the case of speedrun, we want to save the moves for coverage.
Yes.
And being able to use X items, it's like we have more move slots than we normally would have.
Right.
They're not as crazy as later gen when they boost by 2 state, but
Yeah,
getting 1 state of stats is still really, really good.
Yes, it is very nice, especially for Pokemon that can't learn like attack boosting moves in general.
There also sometimes happens crazy early in the games. For the best example is probably Pokemon Black and White, where the item are enabled after the very first gym, which is crazy.
It's also the case for Gen 3, right?
Yeah, you
little
can get,
bit, yeah.
You can get some X
attack.
items really
yeah,
good.
X attack.
Legendary Pokemon!
Yeah, so this is a Manipless category. If we were doing Manip, this would be about the time where we would pivot to Raikou.
Raikou, yeah.
The reason why we can't do that is because with manipulation, we manipulate the Raikou to have really good stats and hidden power ice, which makes it really good. We also would be manipulating the lottery. In Goldenrod, there's a lottery that you can do daily, and it'll draw a random like 5 numbers and compare that against your trainer ID to see if you win the lottery in a all 5 digits match, which is very, very rare. Then you would be given a free Master Ball. But because we can't do any of that manipulation because that's banned in a Manipless category, unfortunately we can't use Raikou to our advantage at all. So this will be pretty much a solo Total Battle run.
Oh, I'm level 26. I can Ice Punch.
Oh, nice.
That will be faster, if I'm right. I will check. Yeah, I have notes, but I barely use. I mean, it's happened at moments when you know this runs so much that let me check. Yeah, I can use Ice Punch at. I have 10 special.
Okay.
Basically, yeah, I didn't speak about that, but I have now the stats by all of the level up and doing the by eliminations. We have 18 attack, 18 defense, 10 in special, and 12 in speed, and 0 in HP.
Unfortunately.
It's a toned Toto, you know? Slim Toto.
So you saw it on the last rival, and you'll see it on Morty in a second, but the big move that we have to kind of worry about, not a ton because we can kind of one-shot things, but Curse is a move that cuts the opponent's HP in half and inflicts a curse upon you. We saw it on Rival 3.
When used by a Ghost type.
Yes, when used by a Ghost type. The other curse is irrelevant here, but... So that curse is only inflicts damage if you don't kill the opponent in that turn. So we don't see it a ton we don't see it as a huge problem because a lot of the things against Morty we one-shot, but we can see a curse that makes things just a little more inconvenient because we take damage, and taking damage is time loss. So
you go for curse, please. Yes,
yeah.
Perfect.
So Curse is nice here because it finishes off Haunter since we did over half, and then because ideally we'll one-shot every... Oh, never mind, it's just the one poke.
You just have one poke. The second one, Marta, 3 pokes. I shall win!
Do we need to worry about our... Do we need to worry about Shadow Ball?
Shadow Ball is physical, so that's not the problem.
But with SSH...
Oh yeah, I think not because I still have the berry, so that will not be a problem. I would just heal just to be safe, but I can surf now. I can try to get the range of because I level 27 and 10 special. I can try to get the range of surf against the center, but if you go for spikes and draw destroy my PP, that's gonna be an issue.
So if you are only familiar with games after Gen 4, you might think that Shadow Ball is a special move, but they are not in the Gen 1 to 3. In Gen 1 to 3, the physical and special split is purely dependent on the type of the move.
Yes. So a good example earlier was when I mentioned Ice Punch being physical. Because Ice is a special type up to Generation 3, all Ice moves, regardless of what the action is makes it a special move. But in Generation 4, they started making it based on the move and just like what the theoretical action is of the move, whether or not it's physical or special.
Yeah, like one easy way to remember which types are special is that a type is special if there is an EV evolution for it, plus Dragon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why did I save? I have a berry. There is no problem.
Extra safety.
Anyways, that was a problem. This is a problem if, for example, I get paralyzed or hypnosis by Gengar after that. But with the berry, I cannot get paralyzed in a fast pace. So this was a useless save. Anyways, I mean, if the case of the console crash or stuff like this, you know.
The rare chance. You never know.
Oh, speed first. That's better because that will scroll up all of my items. Ego Focus.
And we use our XP for the Gengar.
Exactly.
Because we don't want to get locked into hypnosis.
That's a really good. I mean, I will keep my paralyzed berry, which is really good.
So I guess this also shows us like a sort of unique mechanics in Gen 2. If you KO a Pokemon at that turn, you don't take damage from Curse or Poison.
Yeah.
Or Burn, for that matter.
Right.
And Gengar. Let's see. Did I get a flinch?
So there's the curse tick because we didn't kill Gengar this turn.
He miss.
All right, good hypnosis miss.
That's win. Nice. So that's it for Morty, because the last one is just a regular enter, and there will be no problem.
Look at how easy that is.
Never worried.
That's that. I still have honestly, I didn't get a single paralyzed during this entire game.
Yeah.
Fortunately.
So, so this is the fourth gym that we just did, and right now the wage order is kind of open for us, where we can kind of decide which gym to go for the next 3.
Yes.
But we are going to beat Chuck first because that's where we get the TM for Fly, and Fly can save a lot of time from maneuvering throughout the map.
Yes.
So this is why we go to the left here, and this is also why I already use a repair, my last one, to go immediately to Holyville. I just wait this guy.
Yeah,
this one is a spinner. There we go.
Fun fact, in HGSS it doesn't look down.
Yeah, he doesn't. It's nice.
Yeah. Or shit.
So this trainer is required because if you try to go around him to the left, that guy sees you down there. So you just choose to fight this one. You can actually talk to him.
Basically, they both take the same amount of damage time. They both have a Pikachu, but this is easier to. This is faster in many Pokemon to speak to the trainer instead of going into the eyes.
Into their vision.
Yeah, because that skips the exclamation mark that happens. The tiny animation.
Yeah, which takes about 2.5 to 3 seconds, which is
it's
really
a couple.
slow.
Yeah, it's never worth to just run in front of them, unless there's a really good reason for it.
Yeah, like saving repel steps.
Yeah.
Leavine. And once again, a fight against the rival. No, not this time, fortunately. Because we are a little bit aware about our PP management now, especially because of headbutt and also the items. Speaking
one
of that,
important thing is also that the place where you get strength is different from Gen 4. You get strength in Olimine, so right in the city in Gen 2, which is useful for Chuck's gym because you need to push a couple boulders.
Yes. Yeah, in this gen you are required to use strength to get through Chuck's gym, where it's not the case in Gen 4, which is...
But first we don't have to, but we want to go through the Lighthouse first.
Yeah, because going through the Lighthouse lets us do the whole secret potion side quest to heal Amphi, which is a requirement for us to fight Jasmine. So
because as we said, we need to go to the next gym will be Chuck.
Yes.
And the secret potion is in the Chuck's town.
Yes.
So basically grouping all of this quest is faster.
Yes.
This one also have hypnosis, so let's just hope I got a flinch. Flinch it. Go for it. That's a growl, but that's fine because I have surfs.
Yeah.
So growl basically decrease your physical attacks, but surf is a special move. Also, the split between special and physical didn't happen until Gen 4. So that means basically every single water type attack are special, every single normal attack are physical. So in terms of strategy, that makes some Pokemons really useless. For example, if I'm right, Hitmonchan have many, you know, Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, and some stuff, but you have a crazy bad special.
Yeah.
So this is why all of those attacks are really bad on this Pokemon.
I think Gengar is also another good example.
Yeah, Shadow Ball is physical.
Yeah. But it also, at the process, lost the elemental punches as coverage.
So once again, I use Headbutt. I will be level 30 without the candy. That's kind of good because I can use the candy as a what we call the late candy strat. To there is a possibility that I will be level 30 with with the spinner that I hit on the spinner hair plus the extra experience that I got, and that will make me able to skip the rare candy at the beginning, which is good.
Yeah, we're looking to get Feraligatr by the end of the Lighthouse here, so there's a candy that we pick up at the very end that we can give to Croconaw to push it to level 30, but because of all the extra XP, as AEtienne said, that we can save that candy for helping out a little bit later.
I will definitely doing it. I mean, if I don't have if I don't have it, that's now probably that's flinch. This is probably worth it to just find a Tentacool in the water. I got it.
Right.
That's
okay.
crazy good.
Yeah, this is perfect.
More time save.
Right.
That's not time save, but that's me for every single fight from the rocket section to the end of the game. I will have one extra level, making many different range really great.
Oh, you are still getting the candy?
Yeah, I will still get the candy.
I see.
Also, using the candy, for example, to level 37 to level 38 will make instant text by learning one attack, which is save a hell of lots of damage, lots of times. So we will do that later. Okay, Ernest, the guardian of the lighthouse.
Yeah, the one spinner.
Oh,
Nice.
That's fine.
Did not see us.
And that's it. So we speak to Jasmine.
So here is also one of the reasons why Feraligatr is really good, because it evolves so early.
Yeah, level 30 is really low for a starter
like,
to hit stage 3.
Typhlosion is at 36, I think.
It's pretty late.
Yeah.
I do not need any more antidotes. Oh, what I'm doing? Escape rope. So it's interesting to toss sometimes useless items because that makes the scroll a little bit faster in your menu. Menu management is kind of important in early generation, especially in Gen 1. The best runner of Gen 1 are crazy good at that, as managing their bag, their item bag.
Yeah, it's also tough because you can only have certain number of unique items in your bag at any time, so you have to really micromanage that as well. I don't know how much of that becomes an issue here in Crystal.
I do not think there is a limit in Crystal.
Yeah, I think it's only...
is it unlimited in Crystal?
This is only in Red, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not unlimited, but you never hit the limit.
Oh yeah,
right.
You never
have to worry about
it. I never eat it, honestly, in any run,
Yeah.
so...
Gen 1 is like 20?
Yeah, I think it's only 20 items.
Yeah,
in
it's
one
20, it's really not a lot. So I use the buffer here to learn strength.
Yeah, and strength at this state is pretty powerful as well for a physical move.
It's 80?
Yeah, 80.
Yeah, a little stronger than Headbutt, so...
Oh, that was scary.
You were like a frame past her vision when she turned. That was crazy.
But that's fine.
So we will be using strength for quite a while until our Feraligatr became friendly enough to us that return is better.
We didn't speak about that, but then the Gen 2 introduced so many different things, and one of those things is the happiness. And there is an attack which is probably one of the best normal attacks that use friendship. The power of friendship.
That's right.
And we will use that, of course.
Yeah, so at some point we will be picking up Return because
yeah,
Return will be
Return
very
at this stage will not be as powerful as later.
Right.
I have I have not a lot of HP. Oh my god, I'm not even have 100 HP, you know, or 69, that's nice.
So the way the Return works is that it becomes increasingly powerful as you gain more friendliness or friendship.
Friendship, yeah.
So the later you get into the game and the
more you use that Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's more your work also. There is many different things used.
And it can go up to 102 power.
102, 103 base power, somewhere in there.
102, yeah.
Yeah, and it has a lot of PP for a move that's this powerful.
Yeah, it's got like 20, I think.
20.
Yeah. 20.
This is a really good Smith.
Okay, so
This is yeah, go for it.
I hope you don't get status, but we got past. So now it's two more fight before Chuck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Chuck will be the last wall, basically, normally.
Yeah. So Chuck is also a pretty inconsistent fight, and the reason for that is that it has Dynamic Punch, which is a move that's 50% to hit you, and if it hit you, you are guaranteed to be confused.
It's actually like 255 out of 256 because
right.
while they patched out Gen 1 misses, which in Generation 1 there's a 1 in 256 chance that 100 accurate quote-unquote move will fail. In Gen 2 they patched that for attacking moves, but they didn't patch it for like additional effects. So in the case of...
Is there any move in Gen 1 that bypass accuracy? Like,
Yeah, with X accuracy.
Yeah,
But
any move with an X
it-
accuracy.
Does it
ignores
have
accuracy.
moves like Aerial Ace? Like, I mean, I don't think it has Aerial Ace, but anything similar?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That's a good question.
I am far from the Gen 1 expert.
Same.
There is a lot of Gen 1 experts, honestly. This is by far the generation which has the most of the runners and top runners. Runners that really experimented at it.
Unfortunately, I have never played Gen 1 in my life.
I have not either.
I've played a lot of Gen 1. This is one of the generation that I love to do speedruns. But, I mean, the top level of Gen 1 is really something, you know? I really hope that one day... There was a big tournament on the Gen 1, the red, what we call the red race or the red tournament. And there was some crazy great runner in Gen 1. Like, for example, the best example is, of course, Pokeguy, but this is the most well-known players. But also many different well-known Pokemon racer did Gen 1 one time. Because honestly, it's a pretty short generation to learn in their main categories, like the 80% glitches, the most famous one.
Yeah, the last couple of years, the Pokemon speedrunning community has been throwing on a lot of different tournaments for a lot of different generations of games. Most notably Red, as you just said. They've also been doing Fire Leaf Green, Let's Go. It's a lot of Kanto if you really like Kanto. They also do Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
One of the most well-known is interesting is the Earth Gold to Silver glitchless Manipless. So a really interesting category. Basically the same as this one. Mm-hmm. We call this category only Manipless because normally this is the old root set of Crystal before the RNG manipulation was discovered by very skillful player. Lots of works has been done, for example, by Exorion, by Underscore on this category in the 80% glitchless, and now we split those categories, and let's make this one Manipless. But now it's time for Chuck, so let's hope everything going well. This is really good. He miss. I use 2x attacks here. Okay, I -1 on defense, so if I get hit by Dynamic Punch, this is not worth it to heal because I'm -1 defense. So that's mean I just have to hope that I will not hit myself, because if it's the case, that will be a death. So just go for Mind Reader and we are fine.
That's right.
There we go! Nice, that's perfect. Oh.
Yeah, getting Focus Punch is nice.
Well, I mean, the start of the run, I lose around 7 to 10 minutes to just find the Totodile, but every single fight that's normally kill me at least one times.
It's been good.
Yeah, first try everything.
I literally first try everything, so that's perfect. We still have possibilities to be underestimated, I guess, even with this crazy bad start.
Surely at this rate we'll stay way underestimated, but it is Pokemon.
Basically now there is not a single run killer until the very end of the game, so I just have to play correctly and do not forget anything.
Yeah.
So this is why we come there, mission 2. And important, very important, do not forget the secret potions. Bon. You don't see anything. No, close your eyes.
What did he mean by that? I don't
know. I didn't see it. My eyes were closed. I don't know.
So we got the secret potions. So first of all, because of bag management, I'm already on fly here, and run that to Kenya. And I just have to fly back and do the other part of Johto.
Yeah, so we're going to go over to the east side of the region now and go do a lot of the Lake Enrage.
Is it a good time to talk about the backup for Poliwag?
Yeah, basically I will do. Normally I do Jasmine in last, but that will not be the case this time. I will do Prize on last and first do the ice path, what we call a strategy that we call the early ice path, because that will may make me able to unlock the Road 34 where there is some Poliwag, which is useful. He's locked? Oh, he wasn't. That's fine.
Yeah, so normally Manipless, we would do...
Bike shop.
Oh, there's the bike shop.
Oh, apparently you did a great advertising from this bike, so you can keep it.
Yeah, this is just a mandatory phone call that just comes up randomly after riding on the bike for long enough.
And just be careful to don't eat trainers here. There is also a tiny freeze between, you know, places and crystal by putting the name of the places that
yeah, there's a little bit of lag telling you where you are.
Sometimes in a really precise movement that can be an issue. A shiny incredible! Yeah, Gen 2 also introduced the shiny mechanic. By the way, we cannot run from this Gyarados, so this is why I buy a Pokédoll. The other way is also to beat him or to catch him.
So you don't have a Master Ball?
We can, as I've been saying, normally, instead of using a Poliwag, we manipulate the law 3 of the game to get the Master Ball really early in the game, and we use it on this Gyarados because he can learn Whirlpool and Waterfall. So he replaced literally a Poliwag.
Yeah.
Well. So soon it will be the favorite place of Rubentus, if I'm right.
I'm still disappointed you ran away from Gyarados. Can't believe you'd run from a shiny.
So basically, this was a really rare scene when we see a Dragonite using a Hyper Beam on the humans. There is only 2 scenes in the entire Pokemon series when you see a Pokemon try to attack a humans. That's this scene and the Y2 in Y2.
Yeah.
That's Kyurem tried to kill the main trainers. So now, as March say, we are in the section that we can reach way earlier in the games. So this is why trainers have a really low level in comparison to our Pokemon, which means now I will basically one-hit kill everything. So this will be only PP management from now on.
Yeah,
you have to be really careful about.
Yeah, the freedom kind of comes at a cost because Game Freak didn't want to limit you too bad into going a very specific direction. So you end up with a lot of low-level Pokemon for quite a while here, up until everything kind of like converges back for going to the 8th gym.
Or in a way, up until Red.
yeah, because they kind of let you diverge again once you get to Kanto and do any gym leader in any order. So they all kind of hover around the same level.
And then Red just surprises you.
Yeah, right. So this is the first of 2 pretty long rocket segments.
Rocket sections, yeah.
So the first one here is all about there's some kind of transmitter that was hiding in the one building that we're in that was disguised as a shop. And it was forcing all the Magikarp to evolve early, and that's the whole lore as to why Gyarados was shiny, is because it evolved so fast that it kept its red tint, which makes me wonder if that's the case for all other shiny Pokemon. But the color schemes don't imply that either, so...
I forgot about the Reaper here. Fun fact, there is a trainer that's mandatory in this version that is not in Earth Goes to Silver. This guy is placed... I cannot go under those plants. There is no space, so...
Oh, yeah. So what we're doing here is we're going to that computer up there. That computer lets us shut off all the statues.
Yeah.
Because the statues otherwise...
are cameras that catches you.
Yes.
If you get caught, you have to fight trainers.
Yes, which is very slow, so we don't want to have to deal with that.
And I still have serve. I have 2 extra serve here. So there is a really useless critical. There is a really interesting things happens in these sections, which is we meet Lance and apparently a mysterious guy. No one know him. And we will meet him again in this hideout, and he will give us a free heal, which is kind of interesting because, of course, we are getting
Low on PP.
Yeah, very low on PP now. But fortunately, with this route management, we meet him at the moments that's the most needed. Oh shit! Do not forget to activate that. This is a grad spec on the right, which is kind of useful if you don't have any money to buy it on the. On the shop before, but after that. But I will have enough money. The thing is, I only have 10 in special. That will not be enough to make sure that I one hit kill very important Pokemon later, which is Dragonair in the very last gym of Johto. And the problem is, those Dragonair always go for Thunder Wave at the very first turn, which is a problem. So this is why I will probably have to buy some extra calcium in the future, the end of the mid game of the run.
Yeah. Do you escape roll out of the hideout?
I will. I have 5 I buy 5 escape rope, right?
Yeah.
I will not escape rope from the underground because I will need to buy calcium. So yes, I will escape rope from the hideout.
Okay.
Basically, here we can go out by walking. That's lose a little bit of time, but that's also save.
Spinner pass.
Yeah. Not a spinner pass because the spinner disappeared after the rocket has been beaten. But that saves just sometimes, basically, and 550 $, which can lose useful if you don't have enough money at the very first shop.
So I know we said that Crystal has some banger music. This is not one of them.
I really like the rocket fight.
Yeah, rocket theme is just fine, but the rocket hideout.
No, the rocket hideout is bad.
A little rough.
Yeah.
So for us to shut down operations here, as Lance just said, we have to go find 2 passwords. So we know which grunts they are. They're always the same grunts, so it's very easy to just get the passwords taken care of right away.
It will be a disaster if they're random.
Yeah, oh god, don't get me started on that.
In Colosseum, basically,
right.
The laboratory, it's random about where is the DNA stuff to get the password. So the password is random, and the placement of where is the password is also random. And basically, the best way to deal with it is to get 2 parts of the password instead of 3 and guess the third part.
Yeah.
So which is free time lost is sometimes you're bad at guessing. Like for example the cans in S goes to silver.
Just manipulate.
Just manipulate. Yeah, I mean, there is definitely some people, especially in the French community. In the French community, we have a huge amount of people who's really involved in Manipless categories because they just love Pokemon, the gameplay itself. We did I speak to the lady?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, man, I'm doing that. I like a robot sometimes. If you forgot the password here, this is a huge issue because the next one will be a spinner and you have to pass it. So repass it in the other ways.
Yeah. Fun fact: you don't need to talk to him for the password in Gen 4.
Right. They actually, I think they say it as part of like their battle end. Like.
Yes.
You see only one. He's really blind.
Yeah.
Only see us on the.
He's only got one tile.
Yeah.
Good for us.
Yeah. Right.
And now rival fight. No. Against no. Fortunately, he will not fight us. He will just Sparta.
Spoiler alert: our rival is Giovanni's kid, so
The
he just
anxiety
gets VIP
is-
access.
Yeah. So anxiety is also not catching up with us.
Too fast for anxiety.
If you want to interact, RoboSparkle, feel free. Basically, just join us as a donation reader. Hello?
Howdy. Oh. Howdy. There we go. Oi. That's my voice. We do have $11 from Zet, and maybe you guys can help with this one. So, the donation message reads, "Let me get this straight. Pokemon Crystal is the 3rd edition for Gold and Silver,
Yes.
where Platinum would have made more sense, which is, however, the 3rd edition for Diamond and Pearl, whereas their Crystal would have fit way better. I'm confused.
You know that it's actually there is a theory that is some sort of an Easter egg or a reference to the things that in the very first generation of the very first 151 Pokemon, there is a messed up with the memory between Dragonite and Gyarados. Basically, Gyarados should have been the evolution of Dragonair, as we can see on the graphics, and Dragonite should have been the evolution of Magikarp. So there was a switch, just because of the memory in the in this very old Gen 1. And this is the same for, if I'm right, another Pokemons like the insect one.
Venomoth and Butterfree.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So perhaps it's this. You're stuck again? Oh my god! Always in the wrong position. If it's happened in another position, that's preferable. No, not 2-time. Come on. There we go. If you haven't saw me here, you know this is the type of situations that make Crystal funny, but sometimes mind-blowing.
You know, I never thought about that Crystal versus Platinum thing before, but now I hate it, thanks.
That's all right. If it makes you feel better, I'm pretty sure they just went with the colors of the box legendaries.
Probably.
So incoming a bad range, because even if we are pretty over level, still going for the one-hit kill is, sometimes tough against a fully evolved Pokemon. And this one is, we have 10 special. Oh, this one is, this one is a 48% chance to get the one-hit kill on our bulk. That's not a lot.
Yeah, another thing is like after this fight, one of our dear friend must close his eyes. Because we'll do some unimaginable things to his favorite Pokemon.
Yeah. You don't know. We don't know. We can find Billy.
So I don't think we've mentioned ranges so far. In Pokemon, there are 16 different damage rolls that you can
I think there's more in Gen 2, right? Gen 1 and 2?
Is there more?
39, if I'm right.
Yeah.
39 rolls?
Yeah,
Yeah.
39.
So basically, when you use attacking moves that doesn't do the fixed amount of damage, like if you, for example, like if it's not a move like Dragon Rage, it doesn't always do the same amount of damage. Instead, it will roll a dice where the dice will decide how much less damage it will do than you're supposed to.
How many sides does that die have?
Well, apparently 39 in Gen 2. That's a certainly unique dice.
I'm going to stick to Gen 5.
And that's it. So now, for people who probably shiny hunters, perhaps in the chat, the full odds of getting a shiny in very first generation is 1 on 88,192.
Yeah, 8,192.
Yeah. And one of the easiest Pokemon to reset is those Electrode that we see. So let's see, we have 3 chance to get.
Yeah. No, you're 3 chances.
If any of these shiny chat, you have to donate.
I will donate 200. Ooh. If there is a shiny.
Got a big spender here.
But I mean that will not happen. There is
Come on,
there is no
manifest.
I repeat, but I don't. You can recording it. I donate 200 if it's happened, but this will not happen. That's happened to me only one time in my. Why did I? No.
We're shiny hunting. Let's go.
Okay, come on. We
got more chances. Keep it going. Keep it going. It's $200.
Yeah. Run away. We'll do it again.
I just run out.
Reroll.
We're on good track. We can spend a little bit here. No, but we have to actually feint these 3 electrodes.
Shit! What? I have 10 special.
How's that special DV?
Basically, the DVs of Electrode and the speed also is random. So sometimes, because Electrode have a really good speed, if you have a really bad speed, it can outspeed you and self-destruct. So that can be dangerous sometimes. Well.
Oh, is it Generation 2 where all of the trainer DVs are terrible?
Not the DVs, but the IVs.
The IVs.
EVs are at 0 on every single trainer. This is why sometimes in the very late game you can outspeed some Pokemon that normally really fast. Like for example the Gengar of Karen pretty soon.
Alright, come on, come on.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yes,
This is
no.
true.
Ah!
Oh,
Run away! Do it again.
Run away.
Reset.
We got 10 minutes.
Ugh.
What, are you scared of losing $200?
Yeah. Why did we agree to let him do Manipless?
If it happens one day in a marathon, that should be crazy, honestly.
I just think it's weird that all 3 of those Voltorbs are upside down.
Next time we do Gen 4 speedrun on a marathon, we should manipulate a shiny.
That's right.
And then just eliminate it anyway.
Fun fact, pretty recently, a Crystal Manipless runner named Nerdy Nerd got a Totalized shiny and decided to run it just for fun during one of those attempts.
In Heart Gold Soul Silver, there was actually a Kenya Manipless run, which uses Kenya actually as the main from when you get to Goldenrod onwards. And they actually encountered a shiny Electrode in one of their runs.
Was it Tucker?
Yeah.
Ah.
Charles Tucker.
Because the only shiny I've ever encountered is a Pidgey before I get Pokeball.
That's the worst time to find a shiny. I speedran Pokemon Shield back in 2019 or so, and the route of that game uses Arcanine into a Excadrill after you beat the Fairy Gym, and on the hunt for finding a shiny Drillbur, I spoiled it, but on the hunt to find a Drillbur to use for the remainder of the run, it was shiny, and I finished the run with the shiny. That was the best case ever.
So actually, Gen 5 has one of them, has the most potential for the funniest thing to happen. Because in Gen 5, we use Drillbur.
Yes.
And one of the things that we do is we find the manipulation for Drillbur before we find the manipulation for our starter Tapic.
Yes.
So there's a chance where you find a runnable Drillbur, and then you find a Tapic, and then you realize your Drillbur is shiny, and you cannot run that.
That is a chance. It's a small chance, but it's there.
I think one of the funniest ones was an old Emerald run where Wally caught a shiny Ralts.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, where's
yeah, that's a classic
the
video.
craziest clip of all time.
That's classic.
Yeah. There's a things way more rare. That's the that he died.
I think Wave Warrior found a shiny Zigzagoon in that cutscene.
So this is the candy that I skipped earlier, but this will be useful later. Yeah,
Chat, donate in and tell us your funny shiny stories, and we'll read them out.
Yeah, right.
And also, while you're at it, why not put some money towards one of our incentives? We've got quite a few still to meet. We've got the Flash Game Gauntlet coming up. There will be a special guest, and we're only $900, or $890 in fact, away from that. And the Neverhood and Elden Ring also have incentives as well if you'd like to meet those targets instead.
Yeah, so we're doing Jasmine now, even though we were just in Mahogany Town, so it makes sense to do Price. We're doing it over here because of our HM situation. We still need to catch Poliwag. So we're kind of reordering the gems a little bit to do Price 7th, which is technically intended. Usually we would do Jasmine a little later just because you get better ranges on this gym, but I believe we're okay.
we are definitely okay here.
Okay.
Because specifically, I'm at level 35. I'm definitely okay. The entire rocket section give me enough level and EVs also.
Yeah.
The effort values.
Yep. So that's why we do the rocket section before we come back and actually finish the whole secret potion thing, is because we need a little more XP to make Jasmine not as slow of a fight.
So the things that doing Price later, it's exciting. For the moment, I do not have access to the Road 34, but having 7 badge will activate the rocket section, the rocket events. And because of that, I will have access to the last part of Johto, which will be optimized to do the ice path early to activate a specific fly. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Pew, pew, pew.
So we're going to fly back and do Price now. Price is a little rough of a gym puzzle. It's basically a huge slide puzzle, but there is one crystal spinner that we have to pass twice.
Yeah.
We're gonna kind of use him as a like bumper to change our direction from below, and then there's a tile next to him that we need to stand on to turn to go fight Price. So this is pure RNG here that we get past him. That's why we did a safety save.
Yes,
And first try,
perfect.
just like
Nice.
that. Because he definitely could just look at you at any point.
So one of the reasons is that it's not that he is incredibly difficult to fight, it's more so that it messes up your PP route.
Yes.
He's really long. 3 Pokemons, and one of them cannot be one-hit kill.
Yeah. It just ends up being faster to reset too, I think, with 3 pokes.
Yeah. Reset is crazy fast in Gen 2.
Yeah.
So this is a really bad range here. Speed drop or not? Speed drop.
That's too bad.
That's fine. I have a good speed. I'm still faster. Let's see the speed. I'm faster. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
So no, just. But oh, that's bad. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, did you misclick?
That's fine, because now I'm sure that I have the 2-hit kill. But the problem is it can heal.
That might be.
That's a probability, but not. Fine.
Okay.
Good.
It's my bad. So, yeah, critical, of course.
I love the little you guys.
Never
It was
useful.
almost harmony there.
I'm so used to have this range pretty recently, but I don't know. Especially after I doing, after I did Jasmine's, most of the time I got the range here. But I wasn't level 36. I just messed it up.
Yeah.
Twice.
Do you want to talk a little bit about heal range in Gen 2 and how AI knows when to heal?
The heal range are really random in Gen 2, but basically some trainers, especially gym leader, have items like for restore, like hyper potion, and if they are under 50% of their HP, they can. There is a probability that they use the item and heal, and of course that's a huge time lost.
Do you know what the odds are? Roughly?
That's around. That's depend of the number of HP that the Pokemon have. So I don't know. I don't know the exact odds. I'm
So
sorry.
the less HP, the more likely.
Yeah, this is very different from like the later gen where the item use is not determined by RNG.
Yeah.
Yes. In later gen, like they have a fixed logic where they would just use it if the criteria is met.
Yes.
But sometimes it gets buggy.
Right.
I mean, Gen 1 was pretty consistent with healing items, but quite random with boosting items, if I remember correctly.
Sure.
But then also just the AI, and that was Jack, where it could use an item in the same turn that you attacked, even before you attacked it. So
Right. So we're on a
Polyworld.
we're on a poly hunt. I
Would
don't
you
know
get
if
that?
this is a good enough one.
I
Are you
will
gonna try?
go for bits. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's. I have took a neutral. In case of that happens, I have took that. So the ultra ball. So normally the odds are crazy high. That's preferable to have a poly wag, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Again, we have a poly whirl.
Yeah.
It also has more moves though, right?
The poly wag also have 4 moves, so that doesn't change anything.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Beggars can't be choosers. Since
But
we didn't get
Poliwag
them
has
earlier.
shorter name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no, we're going for Wagless.
Yeah. So now we're in Ice Path. This is the dungeon between Mahogany and Blackthorn. So we're gonna go through here just to flag Blackthorn.
Yeah.
And also pick up the HM for Waterfall.
Yeah, he also intentionally repelled a couple steps into the cave.
Especially because it's really precise that I really need to don't do any single extra step here.
There are immunities, right, in this game?
Yeah, there is immunities. I was immune, for the first 4 steps.
So every time you load a new area, the first 4 steps are immune?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like where there's just like no encounter check?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. That's fine. The Reaper stopped here. I bonk a lot, sorry about that. But anyway.
Crystal movement is not the smoothest movement if you're not used to it.
I use strength from the menu once again, and here we go again. So I really need to don't do any mistakes here.
Yeah, strength from the Pokemon menu can be faster than talking to the boulder and being like, oh, would you like to use strength? Because there's a lot more text when that happens.
I guess because you're already in the menu from using the repel.
That was clean. There we go.
So we only need to push the 1 to get to the ice puzzle there. You can kind of cheese it by falling in one of the other holes.
There is a max potion in this rock here on the center, but not only did I have a lot of hyper potions, and also because Chuck didn't lock me into a loop, you know, of heal. And now I have unlocked the very last one, so I can fly back and go for heal.
Yep. So we just flagged the 8th gym town, so we can come back here later. We can't actually do the 8th gym until we finish the rocket sequence. So Team Rocket has taken over the radio tower now that we've gotten 7 badges. So we kind of have to go through a pretty arduous process.
Yeah, they also kidnapped the director.
Yes, they also kidnapped the director of the radio tower, and they're now like broadcasting on the radio to a message to bring back Giovanni.
Yep.
Because he has nothing to do with the new Team Rocket, quote unquote, but they want him to come back and prove like that Team Rocket can rule the world and yada yada yada.
So we are in strategy. There is 5 different strategy of PP management in these sections, and we are on strategy number 4. That means we have between 6 and 11 special with the early underground. And now, because I know that, it's pretty straightforward in terms of strategy, because we have to deal with the entire rocket section. I did a heal, and now the objective is to manage my power points to don't heal until the league, basically, and to do all of this section, the final gym, the victory road, and so on, without healing at all. And the main problem will not be my HP. The main problem will be my power points. Here I will do what we call the instant text strat. By using the rare candy at level 33, the text will be instant here for slash. There we go. So it's way faster to pass slash and give me some extra experience. This is why late candy is a good strat.
Oh, nice.
Once against a range. 10, 10, 10. It's not a range, because you see, if I was level 37,
that will be a range. Yeah.
That will be a range of 82%. But now it's a 100% to kill this Arbok, so that's great.
Time for a couple of quick donations.
Yeah, sure.
Go for it.
Brilliant. So thank you so much for the $10. Elfarind. Apologies for pronouncing the name wrong, presumably. The message is, I think, quite appropriate given what Ferrarigan has been doing. Feel strong, man. And that's gone towards the Elden Ring. The Elden Ring target. And we also have a $5 donation from Nick. Thank you so much for the $5 donation. The message reads, Gen 2 is my favorite, but I take issue with you calling Totodile the GOAT. Chikorita will always be my favorite.
Chikorita is one of the worst starters of all time.
I think we've got some Chikorita fans in chat. I mean, you know, I don't think Chikorita will ever be the fastest, but I mean, can't deny that it's cute.
But yeah, we love Chikorita also. I mean, there is a guy in the audience right now, Halwa, who's literally run Chikorita as a alt main. There is a lot of other categories, extended categories, if you want to play the Pokemon that you love, guys. Who names alt main categories. So basically, the rules is just to use another main Pokemon than the Pokemon that we use, basically. So
yeah,
we can do that, for example, with Mareep, with Chikorita, with Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil is kind of good also.
With kind of fire.
Yeah, with many Pokemon, with Pikachu, in every single generation. I mean, the important things to understand in speedrunning, especially in Pokemon, we create categories that we think fun to play, basically. So.
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely been a lot of creative alt mains and alt main strategies.
People
that
like
don't
to
see
play
in the
with their favorite Pokemon.
That's right.
Yeah, what's the quote? Strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon. That is only the selfish perception of trainers. True heroes should try to win with their favorites.
That's right. One of my favorite strategies that I've heard from an alt main that I heard earlier this week was in Generation 4, the Chikorita alt main beats Bugsy just with poison stalling. There's nothing else you can do. You just sit there and poison stall. It's the funniest strat.
Actually, not just poison strat. Like you use poison powder and cut.
Oh, okay. But you're basically just sitting there waiting for poison to do most of the work because cut isn't going to cut it. Get it?
Aye.
I get it. Kai Sakurai, thank you very much for the $1. Weirdly enough, kind of appropriate message, I suppose. For Alligator Best Starter, no doubts.
No doubt.
I feel like Kai might be slightly biased in this for fairly obvious reasons, but thank you so much for the donation and thank you so much for contributing towards the Flash Game Gauntlet target.
So wait, when did Feraligatr find time to donate? It's been fighting this whole time.
I mean, that's just how fast Feraligatr is.
I guess.
So we are in the...
When he no longer has to fight.
Yeah, there is a lot of fight in these sections. Basically, we will... fortunately, there is no spinner at all. There is one rotato. Oh yeah, did we explain the difference between rotato? Yeah, we explained the difference between...
The difference is that...
I'll explain, I guess. So,
Go for it.
rotator is like it will always rotate in the same direction, and it always changes direction based on a set interval. Whereas a spinner is more unpredictable, where it can face any direction it can face at any point.
Yeah.
And the best are standers, who basically just watch.
So, because rotator is predictable, you can always pass them safely.
Right.
Which is not the case for spinners.
This is chill to speedrun Pokemon, you know? Just spam surf and destroy random...
Yeah, you're quite in a reclined position here. Button only on A, doing...
Let's see, I'd rather face a spinner in this game than to face a spinner in like a FPS game.
Oh.
So here he goes for the rotato. I will do a sidestep like this, and because of that I pass him. He's always low in the same statement, so there is no problem.
Yeah, wasting that too just gives you the perfect movement cycle to get past him without him looking. Otherwise, it can be a little sketch.
Here my range will be too bad to try this Porygon is less than 20%, so I will just try to bite him, try to for a flinch, a tiny flinch perhaps. There we go, perfect.
That's a good flinch.
And finish by 3. Strength. I don't know how to spell it. Strength?
STRENGTH for strength.
Strength. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, what I'm doing. Yeah.
Mr. Return Frame.
And there we go for the Smogo guy. What is the name on he has a name in
Petrol?
It's Petrol? Petrol?
Is it Petrol?
Yeah,
I think it's Petrol.
Yeah, Petrol. So
Can't think of the other one's name though. It's Petrol, the girl's Ariana, and the other one's Archer.
Archer, yeah.
Oh, one interesting
And
thing.
Proton, yeah.
Proton,
So
that's what it is.
Archer's name in Chinese is Lance.
Really?
Yes.
So you're telling me Lance is
confusing.
all behind Team Rocket?
You know that Lance, the trainer in France, is Peter.
Peter?
Peter, like Peter Pan, you know? Because it's flying. No, it's Zubat, man, you know? Coughing, 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 coughing. You have a big one, so I will not be able to one-hit kill him. So let's try to flinch him once again, I guess.
Is it just like Heart Gold Soul Silver, where this guy has just 6 coughings, or 5 coughings and a wheezing, and they all have some form of explosion or self-destruct?
Flinch. Poison.
Oh, that's not great.
That's bad. But now I can go for an interesting strat, which is a frame perfect pass for the next Rotato. That's kind of, yeah. I mean, that's kind of niche, but that's funny. I will show you that, guys. You probably you don't see you don't know this frame perfect trick.
You explained.
I don't think I do. No,
I will show you.
Frame perfect in Pokemon. I've never heard of such a thing.
You explained to us yesterday, I think.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is the only moment when a poison can be useful, but that's still losing times. But it's just funny to pass this Rotato this way, you will see. Because the poison tick will slow me down 2 times plus a menu, plus a buffer menu. That slow me down enough to don't have to do a left-right like I did on the previous pass. So.
Oh, so we're passing a Rotator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit! That's not the good menu. This is this one. To full heal. Thank you. And look at that. This will be scary. That's frame perfect, basically. So.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
This music.
Jigglypuff is just hanging out.
And now here we go for the underground.
So we're about 1/3 of the way through Radio Tower now. So now we're doing the second third of that, which is.
Fortunately, we already
underground.
did those two guys. This is why it's they are mandatory.
So now we have to go to the basement to find the director, who will give us the key card for the last piece of Radio Tower. But not before we fight our rival.
Exactly.
Anxiety wants some attention.
I know. It's creeping up on us.
So, I will go for X special, of course. The very last one that I buy, specifically for this fight. This is
Oh,
bad.
that's not great.
Oh, that's just for heal, of course. I will not take the guest here.
Yeah.
That's a crit.
The Golbat is trying its best.
Yeah, this is a unfortunate start.
Pretty unfortunate. I will probably heal. I have a lot of hyper potion. Normally it's not needed to heal, but just in case, because honestly we can play this this run really safe.
Yeah.
And now this guy, but normally this is a good range. This is a 100%. There is no problem. here.
Oh, well, and you just crit, so that took
No,
out
okay.
any doubt anyway.
Even 100%.
Yeah.
So there is Enter. Of course I can use Bite, but it's faster to
It's
just Ice Punch.
You need to say Surf.
Yeah, Surf also works, but I keep some Surf PP because Surf PP are kind of important. Yeah. I mean, I can use Bite to kill the Enter, but that will not be optimized. So that's done for Rival 4. There will be one last encounter against the rival, but now the rival is way less dangerous than before. We have arguments against this team.
Yeah, Rival 2 and Rival 3 are the more sketchier fights, and
By far,
the rest of them are
by
just
far Rival 2.
super easy.
Yeah, that's like in almost every Pokemon game.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
say yeah.
Gen 3 also. Rival 2 in Gen 3 is crazy dangerous.
Yeah. Gotta hate DPPT for breaking the tradition. Where Rival 2 is a free fight.
So now we are in the underground. There is a lots of stuff to deal with. Rocket that will be destroyed by one hit kill. There is some nuke that can sometimes are range and problematic because they can poison us. And this is the very first one. So unfortunately I don't have enough special to be sure that will kill. So probably I will go for strength. Let's hope. I don't even mark the range here. I don't get it anyways. Poison gas, that's bad.
What do you think Mark's name will be in Chinese translation?
Stinky Mud.
Damn, you are a cheater.
Am I right?
Yes.
I thought we just unlocked a whole new quiz segment, but instead we've discovered a psychic.
Yeah, right. Yeah, what other Chinese names you can think of off rip? What other Chinese names can you think of off rip for us to guess?
Yeah, while you're thinking, I just want to say thank you so much for the raid, Ben Excel, and Haiku7 who subbed. And in honor of their name, I wrote a little ditty. It goes, Haiku7 subbed. ESA will soon donate. The revenue. Thanks.
That's pretty good.
So Coughing have really bad special defense, so using Bite is...
I told you this yesterday. Do you remember the Chinese name for him?
For alligator?
For coughing.
For coughing.
I don't know, I wasn't in this room, you know.
Coughing. Isn't it like Poison Bomb or something? Or Poison Ball?
It's gas bomb.
Gas bomb. Bomb?
Yes.
Oh my god.
And that's done with nukes. I will lose a little bit of time here, but that's fine. Let's do this. Let's do this. Not the proportion, not the escape rope. And there we go. Oh yeah, the password is always the same here. I mean, not the password, but the switch for the doors.
Yeah, the order that you hit
Yeah,
the
the water.
switches.
Yeah.
It's such a difficult puzzle, man. I
That's
was
so hard.
I remember I was blocked here when I was a kid.
So difficult that they abandoned the puzzle in Gen 4, where you just need to turn on all of them.
They simplified it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
still the same 3 switches that you hit.
Yeah, but
from
it doesn't
left to
matter.
right.
Yeah, but the water no longer matter.
Does it not?
No, like you can close it in any water.
Okay. I always hit them in the same order, so. And there's also a lot less trainers you have to fight down
Yeah.
in the Heart Gold Soul Silver version.
Which was a good idea.
Yeah, this is a pretty gruesome section to go through.
Resident Sleeper.
But that gives us a hell of a lot of XP and a lot of Pokédollar also, which will be useful to buy some calcium because I don't have enough special to deal with the last gym. So yeah, thank you, Team Rocket, for making the rest of the run easier. Even you making the run longer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fighting more gas bombs.
Another gas bomb. You got any other fun names to share with us?
I'll think of it when I see one.
Okay. It's gotta come to you.
So there will be a fire type Pokemon soon. But I will not use, of course, Surf. I will just use Strength.
Do you know Magmar's name off the top of your head?
No,
Oh.
unfortunately.
That's Magmar in French. Let's do that in French. I can do it.
It's actually kind of nice that they don't have ability in Gen 2.
Yeah.
Or it would have Flame Body, which
Right.
is really bad.
Yeah, abilities were Gen 3 and onwards, so we don't have
Yeah.
to worry about any Torrent or any Flame Body, Static, all that fun ability stuff.
So
Gloom's got to
that's
be like
French.
smelly flower or something.
It's Orchid in French here.
What does that translate to?
Yeah, it's actually Stinky Flower in Chinese.
Oh, so I was right.
Yeah.
I like the super effective sound in Gen 2. It's kind of different in every single generation, but the sound effect of the Gen 2 is awesome.
I actually really appreciate the gym music.
Oh yeah, gym music is great.
Yeah.
So this section, so there is some trainers here that I cannot speak to because yeah, they are in the corner. So I just have to walk in the path. Bam, bam, ba-da-dum, bam, ba-da-dum. So I have to be careful about my PP, of course. This is the 2 last strength is here. And also be careful about surfs. But the good things by using calciums, of course that will up my special. Because that's vitamin, you know, that's bring us a lot of EVs,
Right.
EVs. But the thing is, using vitamins also boost a hell lot your happiness, which is boosting return.
Yes.
So because of that, that make, for example, some fights able to deal with return instead of surf. Especially for the very last Pokemon that we have to deal against one of the executive, which have a very bad defense.
For sure.
So Grimmer, Surf here. And I will probably Ice Punch here. I have to keep some 5 Ice Punch for the 5, yeah. 5 Ice Punch for the rest of Johto.
Actually, I can think of something fun to talk about the translation.
Sure, go for it.
So in Chinese, Grimer is actually Stinky Mud,
Okay.
and Mug is Stinky Mud. They doubled down on that.
You know that there is by the way, this is the same in French. There is a smogo for coughing, and this is smogogo for wheezing. So the very last trainer is the worst one. He just have 2 coughing in a really low level.
Gotta surf them all.
Yeah, right.
Gonna bite them all. This wasn't the last bite. Bite is really useful because a hell a lot of PPs. So because of that, we can use a hell a lot of bites without healing or
PP.
Yeah. And now we will use the fact that we will learn return to somehow restore our PP because return have 20 PP, which is great.
Yeah.
And also hits like a truck because as we said, it's an attack that hit because of thanks to the happiness and because we play only with.
Do you need to buy return in this gen?
I mean what?
Do you shop for return here?
Yeah.
I know. Bite we. No, I don't need to shop for return. This is an NPC who give it to me if I have a.
High friendship.
Yeah, I.
Oh, okay.
So same as Gen 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there it is. Just here. It's very attached to you. And also that's only happened on Sunday.
Sunday, yes.
Yeah, this is why we set up the games to happen to play on Sunday.
Does it give you frustration if your Pokemon hate you?
Yeah, frustration is the reverse of course of
return.
Yeah. Up, 3, 4, 11, 1, and 4, please. Thank you. And that's it. We have all of the X item needed for the late game.
X accuracy.
X accuracy, yeah, against sand attacks. If it's that.
Oh.
Safety item.
That's right.
Exactly.
Time loss item.
Just hit.
Say that to Koga who spam double team. Say that to Karen who also have this this Umbreon who can go for sand attack.
Well, you know, I am sometimes a lottery buyer.
Yeah, so now we get the car key. We can go to this area here that we couldn't before and climb to the very tippy top of the tower and finally kick out Team Rocket. We're getting pretty close to the end of this whole Rocket section here. Do you have any donations you'd like to read?
Absolutely, we do. We have a $10 donation from Narp saying no message, but contributing towards the Elden Ring 2 Player 1 controller cam. So thank you so much for that. We have a $25 from Twisty saying good luck for the rest of the run, AEtienne. P.S. Can Robo do more Pokemon puns? I mean, you know, if the money's there, then why not?
Feel free. Until we are in this Rocket sections, there is still it will be the end soon. There is some really dangerous range that can save a hell of lots of time if that happens. Like the next one, which is a big Golbat that have Confused Ray, but if somehow we manage to one-hit kill it, that should be awesome. But it's only a 41%, if I'm right.
Not ideal.
Yeah, it's just here, this one here. 4 calcium plus 10 EVs, that's 41%. Let's hope. There is also a possibility to crit or to freeze, perhaps. Go for it, Kai Sakurai! Kill him! Nope.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
But Bite is good.
Bite is really good. Let's finish it off with return because I do not have no more strength. Well, next one of the executive. And our bulk is back. And this time the range is 82%. No, 82? No, that's not a range because I'm level 44, right?
Just get ranges. It's easy.
No, this is not the range. I got it. But the next one is a range. The next one...
Yeah, just get that one.
The next
the one
is
after that.
59% to get this one. The Vileplume. Okay, 59%. Go for it! Got it! Let's go! Perfect. That's cool, because you can use some...
Status moves.
Yeah, status move and some stuff.
Yeah.
Which is bad. Yeah, I'm used to seeing a lot of this awesome music. And this is the final executive, also known as Archer in Earth Goes to Silver, but here they have no name. There are no names, you know.
Rocket exec.
There is Giovanni and there is the others. But fortunately, this team is based on, you know, fire type Pokemon, so that's not a big issue. But here, I will not use Surf. I will keep my Surf. I will use one of my return
to prevent super effective text.
Yeah,
that's right.
And also because I use 4 calcium, so now my happiness is really high because of that. So let's make you have a lot of extra damage with return. In fact, I have 55%. But I mean, I have an extra level, so that can be a good. That can be a better range than 59, honestly. Let's see. You have a really bad defense also. There we go, perfect. And I saved the super effective text. And that was the end of the rocket section. Pretty good in terms of PowerPoint management, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Now we still need to do the Clair gym, the very last gym of Johto, and after that we are ready for the league. And the director comes and give us the clear bell.
Yeah, so the clear bell lets us go and do
the second tower, the iron tower, if I'm right. No,
yeah,
not the iron. The other tower than the burning tower, to fight to meet Suicune.
Yes.
Basically.
Yep.
So we come back in this office. So now we just have to exit the radio tower. But there is 2 important items to get here. The first of all is the Pingo. Tiny Pingo here. And the other one is the radio card, which is really important because you can block yourself in Kanto if you don't have it to have the Poké Flute music. It's really important to wake up Snorlax later.
Yes. Fun fact, that lady gave you Sunny Day instead in Gen 4.
Oh.
So
if you have any donations, that's a good moment because we are in the middle of a quiz.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for the $25, Rich Critical. There's no message there, but it does contribute towards our Flash Game Gauntlets poll, not a poll, our targets in order to achieve our special guest. We also have $10 from Terragon. That wasn't put towards any polls, but as a reminder, you can put any donation towards a poll. Just scroll and select it. In your cart, it doesn't add to however much you're donating. You can put towards whatever you want. But thank you so much for the $10. Regardless, Terragon. The donation message reads, Go AEtienne. Thank you for the content and what you're doing for the French speedrun community.
Thank you a lot. Yeah, there is a lot. That's not only me, of course. That's all of the French speedrunning of the Pokemon French racing team, the PFR team, who did a hell lot during the previous... previous months / years. They got some crazy involved in, for example, Earth Goes to Silver, Pokemon White 2. Actually, Black Manipless is really full of French players. I forgot. You don't see anything. I'm using this.
That's right. We were just admiring.
I was thinking about another thing. Sorry about that.
That's fine. We were admiring what all the French community does, and I mean they do absolutely turn out every time.
Okay, I will focus a little bit myself here because that was a section of menu and I totally forgot about that. That I don't have to do the ice sections. So yeah.
Is there a reason why you went back to this specific spot to repel?
Yeah, because the number of steps is kind of important on the future sections. Because I really would like to the repel stop at the moment when I will use the escape rope. But that was probably not just because I used to repel at this moment and I just forgot to use it. So I just came back to be for comfort, you know. But
yeah.
Anyways.
You also see in that menu that he equipped the pink bow that he just picked up. The pink bow is basically what the Sylph Scarf does in later generations. It just boosts your normal type attack power.
And by 10%.
Yeah.
So yeah, as I was thinking about the PFR team has been done a great work on many different generations recently. Organizing some race, going for many different edition of French version of guides. So I mean, if you're a French speaker and like Pokemon speedrunning, definitely the French community is really involved now and really big in Pokemon speedruns. So do not hesitate to contact me or contact other people from French community like Bill Bonsai, like Rorax, like Lucas, Yaxo. Dahlia, _Poi, I miss many of them. Grano, Vadnika, she is also really good at Earth also Silver now. She has a 348 if I'm right. On Glitch's Manipless, which is way better than my own PB.
Beats mine.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely there is a hell of a lot of people now. We also have a Discord on the French community specifically. But more important, if you are okay with English or just join any of the Pokemon speedrunning Discord. That we meet any other part of the Pokemon speedrunning community and really skillful player for every single generations. There are many Discords separate by the type of generation that you would like to go. For example, for DS generation, there is Discord specific to the Pokemon on
Generation 4 and 5.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we have and. There is a lot of information, lots of people really ready to share their knowledge. Basically, this is the type of things that only increase when you share it, the knowledge. So be sure you will be more than welcome to dive into it, like us, and you lose your mind because of stupid criticals.
Speedrunning is better with friends.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Share the pain and spread the joy.
Exactly.
All right, well, since you enjoyed that last quiz, I've got a little question for you.
Sure.
I took a Pokédex entry of a Pokemon and sent it through Google Translates like 50 times.
Oh, no.
Despite his large body, his powerful legs move very quickly.
For Relegator?
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the only one I got so far. I haven't had a chance to do any others. But
keep them coming.
We might enjoy that distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chad, if you want to bundle a few in, saves me some work.
That's right.
And now we push the 2 rocks here that make us able to solve this puzzle. And then we go for the 2 last trainer here. And those 2 last one have Dragonair, which is why I need calcium and at least a tiny amount of special in DVs to be sure that when it kills those Dragonair, because they have Thunder Wave, and Thunder Wave is crazy bad. That's paralyze you, and that's a very high accuracy move. I mean, it's normally 100%, but as we said earlier, because it's used by an AI, that has decreased a tiny bit of a percent, but that's still a huge chance to paralyze you. So, but fortunately, we have the power of the Ice Punch.
Yeah.
So I save exactly 5 Ice Punch, as I said, with the PP management, to deal with this one, the free one of Clair, and the one in the Dragon Dance later. So Clair, I will not save for Clair, honestly, that cannot be that tricky. The main problem will be Kingdra. Kingdra have many moves that can be problematic. The first one is Smoke Screen. Smoke Screen is like Sand Attack, and that can be a really huge problem. And another thing is she has an Hyper Potion. So because I will 2-hit the Kingdra, because Kingdra have an awesome double type, there is no way I can one-hit kill him. Because of that, she can heal at the second turn. So this is not the range, right? I'm level 46, so no, this is not. No, this is absolutely. Oh, that's exactly 100% if I'm right. Yeah, it's exactly 100%. So it's not even a range. Perfect. Bam, 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 bam. If I had, for example, 6 or 7 DVs, that was a 92% chance to kill each of these Dragonair one turn. But here we are fine. And there we go. Kingdra. So return, and let's see what happens. Hyper Beam is the best outcome. Because she cannot heal. There we go. Now she cannot heal. Because she is on a recovery thing.
Yep.
So it's perfect.
Yep, that's a perfect fight.
Right. Second quiz.
Go for it.
Okay. If a wood moves without turning, it's not a wood.
That's got to be
The
Sudowoodo.
water is scary. Yeah.
The tree is weird.
The tree is weird.
Yeah. Yeah. It took wind and I think just turned it into wind, like turn.
Oh.
So the reason why I used Repel on a specific place that I forgot at the first time is because the number of steps is count here to make the Repel disappear at the moment when I need to escape from the Dragon Dance.
And you can use another repel
Exactly. We cannot use another Repel on the
until it's
until the previous one is
expired.
done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is not the case in Gen 1. So, an undodgeable one here. That's fine, guys. You don't have any water since 2 hours and 2 hours and a half.
Don't worry, I chugged a bunch before I came up.
Yeah,
on
the
stage.
breakfast is so cool, honestly. When you come at TSA and you have rooms here at the hotel, this is so great to meet everyone at the breakfast before the day. And before the run also. So now I will just drive here, just serving just here. So this is the only whirlpool that I will have that we will need whirlpool. The reason why we need a Poliwag. So all of this section, and especially this quiz, is only from crystal. There is not that in gold and silver, for example.
The funny thing too is that both the test here and the quiz in Goldenrod are the same answers. You just always go 1 1 2 1 2.
Exactly, which is really easy to remember.
Yeah, it makes it super easy to remember.
I was not hearing the blink on the previous quiz and I messed it up.
Happens.
Anyways.
So now we're finally going to get the
Rising Badge, yeah.
Yeah, because she thinks we cheated. So we have to come down here and test ourselves. And
Hey, Naro. Oh yeah, thank you a lot, Naro. If you would like some water, guys, just take it in.
I didn't know commentary came with a water runner. That's amazing.
Can you pass me?
Yeah, here. I haven't used this one yet.
It was Naro on the left, the runner of Toho Project, many Toho games. If you see some big polishes of, for example, Yomu, Remelia, Erika on the audience, it's from him most of the time. So, and boom, the Repel stopped here. And
Just
now,
in time.
Wait.
So this is the TM4024. And now I can use the Repel, use the escape rope, and go to the league.
I think later you get Dragon Pulse, right?
Yeah, we got Dragon Pulse here.
Dragon Breath, no?
Dragon Breath, I mean, yeah. And my last escape rope.
So
Oh, this is a professor.
Yeah, we're gonna get a quick call from the professor being like, "Hey, come check something out," and he'll give us a Master Ball if we go check him out.
We will not need it here.
Unfortunately, we're not using that.
No, we do not need to catch anything else this run. We have all that we need.
I mean, we can catch it and catch Snorlax if you want, guys.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, Snorlax will be helpful. Trust.
It's useful in Gold to Silver, especially for the very last fight, but that's
Yeah.
not the case in this run.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently we are arrived in Kanto. What a great idea, honestly, to have the two region at the same game.
Yeah, very cool to bring back Kanto for the second game because, well, they originally intended this to be like the finale of Pokemon,
Yeah.
so they brought back Kanto as like a throwback, and then, oops,
It should have
we're like
been
10 entries in later.
It should have been the very last generation. Oops. Tiny movements here to dodge this potato. Here we go. So dodge this one. Going for there, but go into the water here, especially because there is this guy. Go behind her. So here it's same trick. I will use the water. And here, same trick, I will just go out of the range of this guy and use the free heal here from this lady, which is kind of convenient because once again, we need power points. And incoming, another spinner, Kaylee.
Unfortunately, we have to pass her
Oh,
twice.
free stock?
Probably, yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
Looks like it. Well, that works.
So going here, and this is the only trainer that we need in this victory road.
Oh, it's way nicer than Heart Gold Soul Silver. You have to fight all of those.
Yeah, with some tough fight also.
Yeah, she says you have to fight 3.
In Gold and Silver also, we cannot dodge those previous ones. We have to fight them. Of course, Surf. And after that will be the very last fight against the rival. But it's yeah, it's kind of easy, honestly. So we have the badge check here. Fun fact: this guard doesn't check anything. Basically, he can pass him no matter what.
Yeah, Pokemon has notoriously bad security when it comes to badge checks, and most generations just let you along even if you don't have all 8 badges.
Here, the real check was waterfall, basically. The way to pass the waterfall that we saw earlier.
Yeah, it's assumed that because you got here in the first place that you got waterfall, which assumes you did like literally everything else. So.
Tiny discovery from Wave Warrior here. If you trigger the fight from the left of this section, the rival appear in a fastest way.
Yep.
You appear from the right instead of the bottom, which saves you times. It's nearly the same optimization that we see in Gen 1 when we speak to Professor Oak from the left.
Top.
Yeah.
And here we go. Last fight against the rival. We use the same strat. Tiny X special. And we are ready to fight.
Oh no, we're defense.
That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Even if Meganium hits us, that will be in special, so no problem. What is the range here? I don't even know. I will check that. I have 8 special, 61%. Yeah, 61.
Well, it's 100 now. Because you got it.
No, not this one. This one.
Oh, this one.
Yeah,
okay.
this one. Yeah, it's 61%.
Oh.
Let's go for it.
Well, you just get it 100%. Oh, I thought you did.
That's not a problem. Just
from here, I could barely see the sliver of health that's left.
A tiny pixel. We didn't get a lot of range in this run, but anyways, honestly, that could have been way worse in some case.
Yeah.
For example, he has a Razor Leaf here, which is bad because I need my HP for the league, and I really don't intend to heal before the league, honestly.
Yep.
I serve Golbat, of course, not Ice Punch, because once again, it's optimizations and so on and so on. And Kadabra. Kadabra has a really bad defense, so return will not be mandatory. I can just deal with strength.
Even under Reflect?
Oh shit! You're right.
Oops.
Oops.
I mean, Kadabra used Future Sight and should have used Foresight in that case.
Yeah.
Right.
Or Hindsight.
And this is
Yeah,
the start.
Hindsight. Damn it, I messed up my own joke. Thank you very much for the $10 original Baum, our only one from earlier. The donor message reads, wish you all a great ESA, less than 3. Thank you so much.
I'm a prophecy of doom.
Yeah. I've got one more translation quiz for you. This one's a bit more challenging. A sudden onset of fever is a potential danger. There is no way to get rid of them. Let him go.
Gengar?
Is it?
Gengar, yes.
Wow. So good at that.
Yeah, I did not think that would be so instant. Also, thank you, Marikawa, for the tier 1 sub. Much appreciated.
Nut. A fight against Nut. Don't confuse Ray, Nut, please. Thank you. Psychic is good. Don't crit. Thank you. Don't drop. Thank you. Perfect.
Zatu is very underrated. I feel like no one ever thinks about Zatu as their favorite.
I love Zatu's design.
It's great. I love it.
It's just
really
bad in battle.
Yeah.
It's just bad, honestly. When you have Psych, for example, Executor is a crazy good Pokemon, honestly.
Yeah.
In terms of Psychic tip. Way better.
We just need to give Zatu another evolution that makes it decent.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, even more heads.
It gets even taller.
I mean, I think the final evolution of Zatu is just a totem pole.
Yeah.
just make it like a lone executor.
Right.
Make it Zatriel.
You have a chance to 2-hit kill him because of my happiness? No way. Oh, there will be another Nut soon. Oh, crit? No.
No.
That was a rage.
That was not, honestly. I was just thinking.
No, I meant the difference between the first and second hits.
Oh. Yeah, that's... Yeah, the second hit does more. Perhaps with 2 big eye range, there was a possibility that I had 2-hit kill, but
yeah,
that was close. Kinda close.
That's a well.
Well.
Chat, what's your favorite Pokemon that deserves an evolution? Or, yeah, someone mentioned a Mega Evolution that doesn't have one.
Where's my Mega Flygon? We got robbed.
True. Our Bug Dragon.
Yes.
Mega Evolutions. I mean, my favorite Pokemon is Slowpoke, so he's already have. So.
Yeah. You got a lot of forms these
Mega
days.
Slowking.
Yeah.
Mega Galarian Slowking.
I was gonna say Heracross, but we have Mega Heracross.
Yeah, we do have Mega Heracross.
I mean,
and Mega Pinsir.
surely the obvious answer is Meganium, so you can have Mega Meganium.
Mega.
Yeah, Johto starters getting Megas, yeah. They gave the whole Megas.
Or Mega Yanmega.
Yeah.
Maybe they just move the Mega to the front.
Yeah. So crazy they gave the Gen 3 starters Megas, but not the Gen 6 starters. What were they doing?
That's... I mean, Mega was a great thing. Is because I was also liking Digimon, you know. When I saw Mega Evolution, I saw Digivolution. So basically, because it's
but Mega Evolution is absolutely Digivolution.
Mega Infinite would be crazy.
Mega Ivies. Yeah, Ivies.
Mega EVs.
We are against Koga. Don't protect me, please. That's losing time. Perfect. So I use an X accuracy here because Koga is a ninja, you know. You have a double team and some stuff like this, so that's gonna be problematic. You also have a minimize with this Muck. But the reason why I heal because he also has Sludge Bomb, and if it crits, that can kill me. So. Oh, what?
Toxic.
What?
That was a toxic move.
Yeah, toxic. Oh, okay.
Toxic
well, why not? I never saw that honestly. That's kind of rare. I mean, that's losing time.
So yeah, you're gonna have to heal that now, aren't you?
I just hope that I will have the... Oh my god, this is a range, right? Or perhaps not with my... oh, that's a 97.
Oh,
Okay, so...
Never
97,
worried then.
yeah.
97 equals to 100.
yeah. Pokemon math, right?
Yeah, just.
I mean, let's face it, 97% accurate is 0% accurate.
Ah, yeah. Right.
I will just full heal immediately because that's where the poison take is lose a lot of times and
Yeah.
also the damage. So. Yeah, there is some... The floor is lava here. But suddenly the lava just freezes in the time when you speak to someone.
I just noticed that. But Bruno
Went
is
to the extreme in frozen lava.
Yeah.
Who is a true Dialga?
Who's the true what?
Who is a true Dialga?
Oh. I mean, they're all the same Dialga. They're just at different stages of life. Just goes and through as he pleases. What happens if you have two Dialgas at the same time, though? Does that just like open a fifth dimension and
Yeah,
suck
that's
everything
up in the fifth dimension.
I mean, isn't that just the meme of the one 8-year-old with 6 Arceuses and...
in? That's not supposed to happen.
So Koga is for most of the trainers in the leagues, we use X-Special and Surf because Surf is really powerful in all Pokemon.
Yeah.
For Koga, that's different because this very first Pokemon mainly goes for Dig, and because of that we have 2 turns, and because we can set up 2 X attack, that's better to just go for Return because of the power point and save some Surf power points.
Yep.
A champ. One exception is the final Onyx, which have a great defense, and also so Return is not very effective, so that doesn't save time to use Return on it. So basically I will just use Ice Punch. And there we go. Without any boost, that will be,
Look how easy that
will
was.
be enough. And now incoming the trainer. Normally I play this league way more risky with a less amount of HP. Especially because of the next fight. The next fight is Karen. Karen as a start is Umbreon, and Umbreon is
attack?
Yeah, as Sun Attack and Confuse Ray also. But if you are really low on HP, instead of that she will try to kill you with a Feint Attack. The problem is if Feint Attack crits, that can kill the run because I have to redo the entire league. So here I just play safe and hope he will don't go for too much of a bad things. Also, Umbreon is kind of chunky, so I cannot one-hit kill. Next special, let's see. What is it? Sun Attack. It missed, that's very good.
Perfect.
So I can... If it miss again, so I'll go for Feint Attack, that's perfect. That will be a free turn Umbreon. Oh, that's crazy good!
Oh, that's perfect.
So that's absolutely perfect. Whoa. Normally I don't have this type of setup on Umbreon. Should I save against
Lance?
Against Lance, yeah.
Might be worth the save is quick anyway.
Yeah, just in case.
Worst thing you
But
wanna do is we did
honestly,
before.
with 146, I need to get crit 2 times. So, I mean, yeah.
Better
I will
safe
save.
than
I will
sorry.
save. This is a marathon run, and I'm 100% sure to overestimate if I die on Lance. So.
Yeah.
Do not pull a Ruventus.
So I need to do a Kanto in how fast I need to do Kanto to don't be overestimate after reading Lens. Yeah, that will be hard. That will be hard to. I mean, I knew that that was the high chance that I overestimate at the moments when I reset for I don't know how many times we reset the total dial.
It was a good 6
I think
or
it's like
7,
8
I think.
times someone counted.
Yeah, we lose at least 10 minutes, but
Yeah.
7 minutes perhaps, or 10, but bleh.
Yeah, about a minute attempt, I think.
Anyways.
The rest of the run has been good though.
Yeah, no, it's
the
been
rest
great
of the run
otherwise.
this is a great run. If we forgot Total, this is a really good run.
Yeah.
So I will do a save, just in case. because this remains a fight that can go wrong in some way. For example, there is you can basically get flinched by Aerodactyl at the very end of the fight, and get crit immediately after that, and that's on. And then that's done. You can also Aerodactyl can also go for Ancient Power and boost all of the stats.
Right.
Which is rare, but that can happen. And we go for the music. Strangely, Lance is one of those fights we don't need any setup, except if Gyarados go for Hyper Beam. Flay, that's fine.
Easy enough.
And one of the reasons why we need a good special and also Ice Punch is, of course, the Dragonite. So guys, should we weaken the Dragonite level 50 to make sure he will not use a full heal, or do we go for a range?
I mean, we saved, so
Yeah, go for it.
throw caution to the wind.
66%.
I like those odds.
Just get.
If I level up. If I don't level up, it's 25.
Oh, we've hit worse odds.
Okay, it's 66. 66%.
Yeah,
so
that sounds
let's
like
go
it
for
will happen.
Yeah.
That can also create or freeze, so let's see.
66% of the time, it works
Escape
every time.
time.
Right.
And... Yes!
Yes.
That's good.
I mean, 66, you just round to 70, and 70 is basically 75, and at that point, you know,
Oh, I mean, that's, yeah.
it's just guaranteed.
like pretty much, yeah.
And sometimes you can go for an attack that's absolutely do nothings. But the problem is he will lose time because he full restore. So just a flat amount of time. So last but not least, Aerodactyl. He can use Rock Slide and Flinch. So that's Hyper Beam, perfect. Even if he crits, I'm not dead. So
Easy.
that's for Johto. So I have around... That will be really close. I mean, I need a really good Kanto to deal with that underestimate, but we'll do it. We'll do it, sure. So, we are now the Pokemon League champion of Johto, of course. It's time for the interview. Hey! Oh no, it's over, Professor Oak. So yeah, Mary would like to interview us. No, that will be later. That will be in an hour.
Yeah, the interview's in an hour.
After we beat another region, which is way faster. So basically, there is a really interesting story about this game. Is honestly, this game is 1 megabyte of storage, if I'm right. So it's a really tiny game in terms of data, in terms of quantity of data.
Yep.
But the quantity of content in this game is crazy, including Kanto, including many different dialogues,
Yes.
many features. The battle tower also, which is crazy good in Crystal. So here, fortunately, this game saved before the Hall of Fame. So I will see. Here we go. The sprite of Totodile and soft reset.
We have no time to spend in the Hall of Fame. We must keep going. So now we have access to Kanto, but to get to Kanto, we first have to go get a ticket from the professor that'll let us take the
Boat.
Yeah, take the boat from Olivine. So kind of a bit of a roundabout way, but it also keeps us from just starting like near Pallet Town, because they didn't just want you to go through the Kanto region the same way you did in Red and Blue. So we're actually gonna go into Kanto from Vermilion, and that'll kind of give us a very central point to kind of start branching out and getting through all the different gyms that we need to be in order to unlock Red.
Yeah, so Kanto is quite open.
Yeah, it's actually extremely open. The only exception being is I believe getting to Pewter City requires you to clear Snorlax, which does require you to do a little bit of a side quest in the Cerulean City area. But other than that, like, you can fight Misty right away, you can fight Erika right away, you can fight Janine right away, you can fight
Sabrina.
yeah, Surge. basically have a lot of options right away.
I have a 12. I'm at 12 DV speed, right? I have to check because
I think
Something
so.
around that?
Yeah.
I did a late candy and I'm at 12 EV speeds. That's kinda probably mean I do not need an X speed for the Kadabra if I level up just before him, and I can skip an X speed. That's I mean I have the X speed in my inventory, but I can try to skip it.
So in order to actually like have the ship go to Vermilion and not just like do donuts out in the ocean, we have to find a worker that is slacking off. So that's what we're doing right now with this guy. Then a little. You still play the hide and seek mini game in Crystal, don't you? On the ship?
No.
No. Okay, so it's just fighting this guy.
Yeah,
and then
just
we'll get to Vermilion.
just have to find
Yeah.
The fun fact also in this bout we got a free heal after this fight specifically, so we don't lose the free BP or free turn at this moment.
Oh, you get a free heal here. Nice.
Yeah.
That seems like wholly unnecessary because I feel like most people, as soon as they realize they can go to Kanto, would have just booked it straight there.
You can retake the ship as much as you want also in the game and redo all of the fights.
Yeah, you can. You can ride this ship as much as you want. This is just required that we fight this one specific trainer and do these specific things on this visit in order to unlock Kanto. But
that's kind of heartbreaking in first gen if you let the ship go, and the ship has crazy good TM into it. For example, Body Slam. And if you forgot the TM Body Slam in the ship, that's gone forever.
Wow. They thought that one through.
Too bad.
Yeah, right?
But must be nice that you don't need to deal with scans in this game.
Right.
Oh, you still need to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You still play with her.
But she will not hide herself. We'll immediately go to the to the guy. Yeah.
So we just pull her off the captain because she's bugging the captain, and the captain's annoyed.
Oh, yeah.
So we just peel her off and bring her back to her grandpa, and then we're done. Nice. The bass go hard.
And we arrive at Vermilion City, but fortunately we have the flight to make the travel a little bit faster out of the...
But it's actually faster to just fly to the same city, to the Poke Center, than biking there.
Yeah, because the center's already on the north side, so it cuts out having to go walking through all of the different like docks and stuff that we have to do.
Oh, you don't see anything?
So we're not going to fight Surge right away because Surge is an electric type and we're a water type. That is extremely unwise decision to take care of Surge right away. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to go straight up to Cerulean and even past that because we're going to be doing Nugget Bridge. Because it's required to get Misty back to the gym to do all of like the Nugget Bridge area and going to Bill's house. But instead of actually like going to Bill's house, you just see, I think it's like Misty and Bill dating or something. Like
Yeah.
They're like on a date and you like rudely interrupt it and like Bill gets skirmish and just like books it. It's the funniest thing ever.
This is a very popular Pokemon in French. Where?
It's the Quacken!
You go for
it's the Quacken.
you go for
Saturday.
the high five, you know?
Yeah,
With me. They got high five. Water type is the base type. See you later.
Yeah. So before Nugget Bridge, even though we are working our way out to the power plant because there's a whole thing where a piece from the power plant gets stolen and we have to find it. So in order to like trigger that cutscene, we have to go to the power plant and go like talk to people.
And I think in this game you get Zap Cannon for doing the quest.
That's actually a better trade than what you get in HGSS because you get Shockwave in HGSS.
Isn't it Charge Beam?
Or is it Charge Beam?
It's Zap Cannon.
Well, in Gen 2, I'm talking about Gen 4.
I forgot what you get in Gen 4.
I forget too. I thought it was... You might be right with Charge Beam.
I think it's Charge Beam.
I think you're right, and I think I'm wrong. I'm usually wrong in these scenarios. I've come to learn.
Just consult Dr. Google, guys.
Hey TTS, what is the accuracy of Rock Slide?
What is a Rock Slide accuracy? Probably 40, because I miss it all the time in Gen 5.
It's 90. But one time, in Gen 5 against Geddes, there is a clip when I missed it 3 times in a row.
Ooh.
And die because of that.
That's pretty bad.
and that's 90%.
Yeah.
Accuracy.
Yeah, missing 93 in a row is terrible.
Oh, it's 90 in the. Yeah, it's 90. Yeah.
It is 90. That's correct.
Yeah. So there we go for the bridge, but before that we activate the quest with the rocket here.
I think I have better track record with Fire Blast than you with Rock Slide.
I wouldn't doubt it.
When I run HSS, I had a crazy track record where there was once I hit 27 Fire Blasts in a row.
Oh, that's a pretty good streak. Had a couple white 2 runs where you don't miss a rock slide.
Rock slide is crazy. It's crazy scary in Gen 1 also because you use it against Gazely in the Pokemon Tower. But also because it's Gen 1, there is things that called the red bar strat. So you are crazy low in HP, and Nightshade can instantly kill you if you miss rock slide.
Right.
The music also of the Kanto trainer are one of the best in this. What an immortal track. Let's go again. There's also great remake of those in Earth Goes to Silver and on the internet, of course. Lots of really good artists make crazy good remix of those musics. Feel free to spend a little bit of time on YouTube or on Spotify. There is many diamond under the sea to find in terms of musics.
So many great vibes across the series, really.
For sure.
I'm the number 3. I won't be easy. You will get 1 hit kill by like every single over people's.
Yeah, but it won't be easy.
Why would it be easy? It's Pokemon.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be hard.
I mean, look at that thing. I mean, where is its body even? How can he possibly hit it?
What is it?
How did you possibly hit it?
Both of them are kinda chunky, but now the thing is, the level in Kanto are kinda low, honestly. They up that a little bit in the Earth Gold to Silver. But here, I mean, Lance is better than every single of those trainers, which is normal because it's Lance is the master of the league, you know.
Yep.
Because of that, fights in Kanto are even for every single people to beat the league, Kanto is easy. The only one who's not easy is probably Blue, and of course, the very last run killer of this run that we will see at the very end.
Right. Yeah, they kind of were in a weird state with Kanto and didn't really know how to do the level stuff here.
Yeah, I mean, I would be pretty confused too.
Yeah. So you just end up with a lot of really low.
They did a better job in HGSS, but
yeah, things are a little better.
Still, the level gap between Red and other trainers is just massive.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I have to stand up for the next trainer, who's the real speedrunner of Kanto, who got the icon of the entire speedrunning world. So we have to pay respect to the god itself in a few moments.
Wanna see Arceus?
Not exactly. Arceus is the god for every people who know Pokemon, but not the speedrunning scene of Pokemon.
Oh.
But there is the true god of the speedrunning scene of this from the beginning of the Pokemon series. So we have to pay respect to him. At the moment when I launch the attack, of course, I will just wake up with the. There we go. Pay respect to Nidoking, also known as Nidogod.
The Gen 1 Saint.
See you, Nidoking.
07's for our king.
We didn't do this for Golduck. Like, Golduck is equally.
Golduck is.
Golduck is the bringer of doom and despair. The
Exactly.
the terror from the depths.
The Sinnoh region cowers under Golduck.
So basically, when you see, if you saw the Platinum run that has been done on Sunday by Rubentus and March just here, the manipulation of Golduck and also the manipulation of Tentacruel are probably one of the hardest things you can do in the entire Pokemon license. One of the hardest.
I would say Golduck is easy.
Golduck is easy.
Yeah.
Tentacruel is
really
Tentacruel
hard.
Tentacruel
Tentacruel
Manip
is
is
one of
pretty
the
hard.
hardest manipulation ever made in the Pokemon license.
Yeah.
And the total opposite, diving into Manipless run, like for example Crystal, is really easy. Honestly, it's just decision making. You know, there is not a lot of buffer like in Red. You just have to be good with the bicycle, but the bicycle is kind of slow instead of for example the bicycle of Gen 3, which is kind of skillful.
Yeah.
I mean, diving into Manipless category is definitely the way to dive into Pokemon in general if you want. It's a really easy category to catch. And there is also a really easy category to plug in Platinum also. But what you saw during Sunday was probably one of the hardest things you can do in terms of manipulations. And this run is probably one of the easiest one that you can see. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it truly is kind of both halves of that kind of spectrum of, like I say, the most kind of extreme, almost going into kind of arbitrary code execution, like you see in like the any percent Gen 1s, where you don't really get to see any Pokemon happening at all, and this, which is as you say, kind of just very kind of pure, letting the RNG happen. And
it's Pokemon the game basically. So.
Right.
But don't get me wrong. The Oracle of this category is one of the hardest, if it not one of the hardest Oracle to beat. The Oracle is close to be 6 years old by a legendary speedrunner named Exarian, and the Oracle is 31716. So it's there, and there is only 3 people in the world under 320. So it's a really well optimized Oracle.
Yeah, Crystal is, and Gen 2 in general, is one of the hardest categories to get into at a high level.
Yeah.
In a way, thanks to spinners.
Yeah, mostly thanks to the Crystal Spinner luck. It kind of detracts a lot of people from playing it.
From grinding it, yeah.
Right. And also just because the Manips can be pretty difficult to execute, because you got a lot of long stretches, especially early game, where you're trying to manipulate no encounters and such.
Well, we are talking about Manipless.
We are talking about Manipless, so in Manipless, obviously.
Yeah.
You manipulate it by crossing your fingers and hoping.
Yeah, basically.
So now I have a 322.46 in this
I think it's actually interesting to think about the difference between the Manip in Gen 2 and Gen 4.
Mm-hmm.
They are difficult for different reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they are totally different.
Like in Gen 2, you have to hit so many small windows and know what you're doing. But
Right.
Gen 4, you just have to keep the same Manip for so long.
Right.
It's the same as Gen 5 also. And it's
Yeah.
more difficult because you have to craft your own manipulation because it can change because of the MAC address of your DS.
But Gen 5, like executing is easier.
Yeah.
Overall, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not nearly as bad because you don't hold Manip for nearly as long, usually. It's just smaller stretches. So we're taking care of Erika first. Is that just because Ice Punch is goated at this point already?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also because it's there is a range on Lapras on Misty. This is why I do Misty a little bit later.
Okay.
And because it's better to deal with all of the trainers before going to the boss rush, basically.
Right, we're basically just kind of setting up what we need to in Kanto, which is like the machine part side quest to unlock the western little piece of the region, and any other small housekeeping things that we need in order to just pretty much go gym leader to gym leader, so long as there's no gym trainers in the way.
As it had been said, Kanto is kind of open, so most of the movement into Kanto is to optimize the number of flight you have to use. So by doing all of the mandatory Pokemons. Another big difference between Crystal and, for example, Gold and Silver speedrunning. In Gold and Silver, there is only 1 spinner to pass inside the gym of Sabrina. In Crystal, there is 8 pass to do instead of 1 in Kanto only. which means even if you're a really good pace after beating the league, you can still get destroyed by the spinner, and also by the very last run killer, which is basically a count flip. So yeah, in Crystal you're grinding. We talk about spinners that can destroy a pace like this, but there is a tiny things important to know. That's you're grinding for a PB pace, but when you have a PB pace, you don't have a pace. You have a lottery ticket, and basically you have to. The last trainer of the games, which is red, of course, have to validate it. And if he say no, you don't pass.
Only all 5 digits have to match.
So Erika is kind of scripted. So we'll just return here, and one of those Pokemon is scripted to use a Sunny Day at the very first turn. So, which is kind of useful because I use a Nyx attack to be sure to one-hit kill those two last Pokemon.
Red is a worst fight in both Gold, Silver, Crystal and HCSS.
Yeah. No, red is probably the worst final fight of any Pokemon run.
Yeah.
Pretty close with Cynthia, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Cynthia is easy though.
Cynthia,
Is she easy?
Yeah.
I'm not a Gen 4 runner, so I don't know.
Cynthia, you basically never lose.
Rubentus can say it's easy, you know, just don't get crit. just
I mean, just manip the RNG.
Yeah, right.
If you're playing glitchless, you basically never lose to Cynthia.
Gotcha.
And that's it. Let's make 9 beige. Remains 7.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say red is the worst fight among all the fight, but it's definitely one of the worst final fight.
Yeah. I think he pretty well holds that.
Yeah.
I'm way more scared by Rival 2 than red, honestly.
You know, normally during routing, we encourage people to not have a fight where you have a less than 50% win rate. But it's a different story in Hargo Glitched.
Right.
Oh yeah, there is a very well-known runner pretty recently, and as goes to Silver, not on the Gen 2, but on Gen 4 of this, the Johto thing is named Wellsters, who recently beat an incredible milestone of 330 on the 80% glitch test of Earth Goes to Silver. This knowledge of high five Golduck.
Release the Quacken!
But yeah, I think it's crazy to think about that in glitch version of the run, you have like less than 30% win rate against Whitney.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Horrible.
You basically play 15 minutes just to hope you win the fight.
Right.
This is a 64% chance to get the range on the Lapras now. You have Perish Song. That will not be
It does. That's right.
Let's see. Bam, bam, ba-dum. Yeah, Lapras is kind of tanky. And yes! Got it.
Alright.
We went Stormy, and that's it. So, we just have to don't forget the mashing port, which is always at the same place, and go to the central.
Yeah, so when the machine part got stolen, actually got hidden in Misty's gym.
Which is quite weird.
Yeah, it's a strange place to hide it. Suppose you didn't go into the gym before we got Misty back, but if you did, there would be a Rocket Grunt kind of hanging around in here, and the gym would be empty.
I mean, Rocket Grunt do rocket things as always.
Right. He also has the funniest dialogue ever. You're required to.
Bye-bye, yeah, go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he supposedly to be a French?
I don't know what the lore is.
Bye-bye.
He retires to Unova, and you see him in black and white after.
Yeah. Oh, I think the only confirmed French is like.
Fantina.
Yes, Fantina.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. Let's make 4. We did half of the pass of the spinner. 4 remains.
4 more passes and we're in the clear.
Is that no? It's not a spinner race. I get.
I was gonna say, I think we hit one.
I get hit by even. I got hit by even on the spinner hill.
Yeah. Camper Ivan ruining the fun.
And he will give us Zap Cannon, which will be useless.
Zap Cannon is a crazy move, though.
Yeah.
50% accurate, but guaranteed paralyze.
And a crazy amount of damage.
Dynamic punch, but electric.
That's right.
I mean, the same generation that they introduced Mind Reader as well. I mean, it was quite an obvious combo that they created.
Right.
So what is the range for Espion?
14 and 16.
The problem is Espion.
Just a joke.
Oh no, there is Rebecca before. Don't show me, Rebecca. Perfect.
Yes.
Easy.
She was on top of her game.
Right.
So Espion is 82. Perhaps a little bit higher because no, I'm max on IPness now, so it's of course 82.
82? Well, that's basically 100. I mean, we hit a 66 earlier.
82%.
So surely we'll hit an 82 then.
It's like just eating a fire blast, you know, close to.
Yeah, just hit a fire blast.
There we go. Nice.
What is the range anyway?
Basically 100.
Just have to return everyone. Psychic type Pokemon doesn't have a great defense. This is also why, for example, Execution
Slowbro says hi.
Yeah.
Your favorite Pokemon has good defense.
Oh no.
Yeah. The Slowbro are really good defense as a Psychic type.
That's right.
And especially in the early gens, the only physical attack that could hit them was Bug, and there was almost no good Bug attacks for a long time.
Bug has always been lesser
Yeah.
than utilized typing.
That's done for Sabrina. And now we can go to the Lavender Town because we have the repair the electricity in Kanto, basically.
Yeah, so once we fix up the power plant, if we go to Lavender Town, where the Pokemon Tower used to be is now a radio tower. I guess they just cleared all the graves out and decided to make a radio tower instead. And if you talk to the director, he's really happy that you fixed the power plant, so he'll give you the expansion card, which lets you listen to certain radio channels in Kanto. And most importantly, they have one channel dedicated to the Pokeflutes that lets us wake up the Snorlax in this game because we don't get access to the Pokeflute from
Final pass.
Nice.
That's a nice stick.
That saved 2 pass.
So while the president is yapping away, do we have any donations that we should catch up on?
All right, sounds good. First of all, though, we had a $10 anonymous donation. Thank you so much. There's no message, but that went to the Flash Game Gauntlet for the special guest. And I can reveal that we have only $849 remaining of that target. So if you are going to donate, no matter how big, no matter how small, do remember to click the Targets tab and just choose one or more of those targets to put your donation towards.
Damn.
I was about to do some things. Oh shit! Really bad to this guy.
Ran into him with a bike. Go ahead and keep going on donos.
That's fine. Yeah, vehicular homicide aside. I mean, it's kind of appropriate that our next donation is from Go123 Attack, who donated $25 and put that towards the Elden Ring 2-player 1 controller cam. The message reads, "Good luck, Pokemon runners. I choose you, Magikarp." So I guess you're main switching now?
Yeah, right.
And finally, our very own MOD has donated $5 to add a bit more information to our discussion. The message reads, "The rocket grunt in Cerulean is speaking in a French accent in the German localization of the games."
Oh.
Not sure if they just added that or if it was planned lore.
This is interesting because Lorley have a German accent, if I'm right, in Gen 1. Lorley, the very first trainer of the Elite Four in Kanto. She has a German accent.
Oh, interesting.
So now we don't have any problems with Surge. I can just eat this Raichu, this big Raichu, you know? He did a big breakfast here at TSA, you know, at a really big breakfast with a lot of croissants.
So it's actually quite nice that in this game the trash cans are turned off.
Yeah.
In any other game that features Kanto,
Yeah.
like you would have to solve the trash can puzzle, which can waste you a lot of time if you get unlucky.
Yeah, trash cans are the most random, like, element in
It's one of the
speedrunning.
most like rage-inducing things.
It is very rage-inducing because if you find one and fail to find the other one, then you're reset back to the beginning and have to search all the cans again, which just ends up adding up to massive time loss if you get very unlucky and you end up with a 1 in 4 chance of finding the switch.
I think I still have the world record of the worst cans in HSS.
Oh,
Like there was a run where it took me 5 minutes to figure out the cans.
5 minutes. Oh, that's the run.
That doesn't sound like a brag.
I have a quick question. That chunky Raichu is because that's just the crystal sprites.
Yeah.
Is that just the evolution of the Gen 1 Pikachu sprites?
I mean, it's
I
gotta
mean,
be.
they made all the rest of the Pikachus thin after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they started thinning out Pikachu. They realized that Pikachu is a worthwhile mascot to hold on to, so they made him go to the gym and, you know, become a model.
Yeah.
And that's done for Surge.
But they had to get a different Pikachu for that, so then the other Pikachu just evolved.
Yeah, they gave him a happy retirement.
So now we can free the way to... Are you freaking serious, man?
Hey.
Oh.
There was a moment where the two of you were staring into each other's eyes and thought,
Yeah,
is he
they
gonna
had a
do it?
moment.
Is he gonna run him over or not?
Alright, so we can turn to the Poke Flute and wake up the Snorlax here, which lets us now go and take care of Pewner. So,
Shiny, perhaps?
maybe? No.
No.
Oh.
One day, but not today.
One day we'll get that $200 from you.
Pretty recently, a member of the French community named Niles got a Snorlax Shiny in Earth Goes to Silver during this Earth Goes to Silver glitchless Manipless run. That was crazy.
That's pretty good, yeah.
You have to take care about step counts here because there is the Rotato just here in the grass.
Yep.
Still waiting for the shiny level 50 Magikarp.
Yeah, in HGSS you go for a 1% Magikarp that's level 50, and if you find it shiny, that's like the
Too
rarest
bad.
shiny ever.
Oh yeah, because that dead run, because the shiny animation will lose too much of the time because that
Yeah.
will be your main Pokemon for the rest of the
Right.
run.
Yeah.
Watch out, that trainer warned you that this battle could go on for a long time because of Sandslash's high defense.
I don't want to talk about Sandslash.
Isn't that your favorite Pokemon?
No. It is my least favorite Pokemon in Pokemon White 2.
It's a really good one. Oh yeah.
In White 2, it's like the worst thing ever you have to deal with.
I think you got a worse problem in
Yes.
challenge.
Do you know how to do
Yes.
this fight?
No?
It's broke.
Surf.
Are you expecting me to play Brock?
Let's go for it. I mean,
Okay.
it's,
You're gonna have to tell me move by move what I'm doing here.
do you know what type of? Do you guys know what type of is useful against rock type Pokemon?
Fire.
I could surf,
I
I could
know
eye
this
punch.
ground
What
type
am I
moves.
doing here?
Use a ground type move. Rock Pokemon are weak against that.
Ground type move, really?
Yeah.
I click surf?
I think yes.
I think yes? Okay. I just want to make sure I didn't need to like special or something.
No. That's man. This broke your
Oh.
freaking.
Oh! Fighting type moves. Use a fighting type move.
Oh! I should burn it. That's smart.
Just spam surf. It's broke.
Oh, this is the spam surf fight.
Or still, you've still got the Iron Tail TM from earlier.
Oh,
Oh
that's
yeah,
right.
we got the Iron Tail team. You also got Dynamic Punch. We should spam Dynamic Punch to everyone, you know?
Oh, I think there's actually a fun fact about Iron Tail. Isn't like Entei supposed to be the fastest Pokemon?
after Raikou, yeah.
Yeah, but no, it's faster than Raikou, no? If you hit every single Iron Tail.
Oh, there is a way that can happen here.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you also...
No one plays that.
Yeah. I was playing that. I was playing Raikou in 80% glitchless when the manipulation of... not Entei. in 80% glitchless.
Yes.
Because that was the fastest Pokemon before Raikou. And basically because we didn't know how to manipulate the DVs.
Yeah. But I think I read like a pace by Exorion where basically he analyzed where if you hit every single Iron Tail, Entei is still faster, but by only a couple seconds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you have to hit every single Iron Tail, and that's not going to happen.
Okay, I beat Brock.
GGTTS! Whoa, what a trainer!
I can in fact speedrun
Wow.
Gen 2 apparently.
You should have seen so many different Pokemon episodes to know that the water type move are really super effective against rock types.
Thanks for reminding me of my type advantages. I tend to struggle with those sometimes.
I mean, that was probably one of the most epic battles I've seen in this entire 3.5 hour run.
I have a very hard quiz for you, TTS.
Yeah.
So, what types are immune to electricity?
What is immune to electricity?
Yes.
Ground. And ground.
Yeah, you're right. Because
And
most of people think
ground.
that rock. This is the question where we got sometimes when we saw runners Thunderbolt Aerodactyl, you know, just because Aerodactyl is fly types and ground and rock types. So basically, that's ground rock doesn't have any impact of the electricity. Of you serious, mate?
I mean, everyone just wants to meet you now. You're super popular.
Yeah. I had this joke by so many people from the French community since I'm a partner now. That was just a joke every time, made by all of the French people here. I like this music.
Yeah. Too bad it's a nightmare of every Gen 4 runner.
So we can speak to Blue here.
Yeah, we have to talk to Blue at Cinnabar at some point to move him back to his gym. A little different than the Gen 4 requirement, which is to beat every other gym. Then you can come here and get Blue, but Gen 2, you can just pick him up at any time, because in Heart Gold Soul Silver, they require you to do Blue last, but I believe that's not the case in this game, right?
Yeah, he goes back to his gym right away, but in the remake, you have to fight the...
Yeah, you have to fight every other gym
Yes.
first. Yeah.
So that's a little different.
Yep.
I took Max Ether in the Viridian Forest, but the sort of the Viridian Forest in the on the way.
Yep.
I guess in a way that's the reason why Blue is also not much stronger than the other gym leader in Gen 2, but it is like quite a bit stronger in Gen 4.
Right.
Because it's locked to be the last gym, last gym leader that you find.
Yep.
So yeah, a really short gym here.
Yeah, I was about to say, since a volcano has hit Cinnabar Island in the last couple years or whatnot, Blaine has to kind of hide out in a cave in Seafoam Islands for his gym.
Which is a...
Kind of depressing.
What type of move
I'm happy
should
that
I
he
use?
recovered a little bit in the Gen 4.
Oh, I know this one. Ground.
Ground.
Yes.
Yeah, you got Earthquake, right?
Yeah. Earthquake.
Unfortunately not.
It's 4 times super effective.
That's right. I think.
Also for PP management, I will not, and also for speed, I will not surf this Magmar. I will just return.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that I will beat him and I will be not super effective, which is good. So question, if the level up happens before Lakazam, you have to make a decision about the excess speed. Yeah. Anyways, let's 60. I don't know. I don't really know. I will see later. Because the thing is, I'm exactly at 12 DV speed. So if I level up before Alakazam, and that can happen because I use a late candy to make the instant text of Slash, so I have some extra experience. But I did not hit any spinner since now, so I don't know if I have enough extra experience. I guess yes, but I'm not sure. Because I was not focused enough to make all of the calculation of all of the extra experience. But the late candy was really well optimized, so I'm kind of sure I have enough experience. I mean, I can go for it. Even dying against Blue is not a big deal honestly now because
You have Fly as well.
Right.
Exactly.
Nice thing about this gym is that while everyone's disguised as Janine, they won't fight you unless you talk to them. So as long as you know which one Janine is, because Janine is always in the same spot, it's a free gym without having to deal with too many gym trainers.
As you will see, that will be a really intense battle. So if you have any message, Robot Sparkle, that's definitely a great the last moments we can do before the two big fights.
All right, thank you very much. So yeah, just wanted to remind you all guys, we are here raising money for Alzheimer funding. You guys have already raised over $16,000 for an absolutely amazing cause. Coming up very, very soon, we do have Quake Arcane Dimensions. There are a number of rewards that you can redeem. So for $25, if you click on the rewards tab, you can effectively unlock an extra map for us. So every $25, we'll unlock an extra map for Sphere, showing off their incredible speed. And on our targets, we have a Flash Game Gauntlet coming up. We are only $850 away from meeting that. I promise you, you really do want to meet that. This is going to be a blast from the past. It's going to be incredible, a really, really welcome bonus on top of an already epic set of runners and games. So yeah, please do, when you are donating, even if you're not donating for anything else, just click on the Targets tab, add it on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Robot Sparkle. I will take the risk, I guess. I will go for it. I guess that was a really clean rare candy at the very beginning of the experience bar, because we didn't explain that, but we can remember a rare candy will not exactly give you an entire level. It will push you to the next level. So the best way to use a rare candy is immediately after a level up.
That's right.
So more cleaner it is, more experience that give it to you. So I think that was a very clean rare candy.
Yeah, because you just leveled up after the Slowpoke? What's the Slowpoke?
No, after the very first trainer of the... I will go for it anyways. After the very first trainer of the rocket section.
I was thinking about Lighthouse, that was my bad.
So I will skip the candy. I will skip the XP and hope I will get the level up on level 61 before Alakazam. If it's not, that will be a speed tie.
Alright.
Just here.
Just win.
But for sure, we'll need some X attacks. Oh, come on. There we go. Wings attack. And... this again. Mirror move, perhaps? There we go. Perfect. So I use 2 X attacks here. Blue is the final gym leader, and also this time as a real team with a really high-level Pokémons and a very well-made team. Basically, the previous final boss of Pokémon Red and Blue. This one always go for Solar Beam, so this is why I will set up a third X attacks here and deal with him. And now I have to level up level 60. If I don't level up level 61 here, that's an issue because that will be a speed tie. If my calculation wasn't good. Yes, perfect. That was good. So now I outspeed Alakazam because of the 12 DV speeds.
Speed tie? Never heard of it.
Perfect.
Speed ties means you're faster.
That's right. Probably.
Speed ties are for when you want to put on a fancy suit really, really quickly.
It took me a second longer than it should have to get.
Can I interest you in a new speed tie?
I might need a new brain first. Mine's getting frazzled.
Extreme speed or not? Extreme speed. I don't have enough. For example, a good defense here can make the Arcanine doesn't go for extreme speed. But, anyways. Especially if you have a really good defense and bad special, because blue
they react to your actual stats.
Yeah, it's a blue cheat basically. Also as red, you can see your stats.
I mean, in fairness, you're looking at theirs.
This is technically true.
Well, remains one fight.
So the last fight.
Yeah, the Guardian of the Lottery.
Yeah, he's an absolute nightmare for PB attempts.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically at this moment, for example, if I was on PB pace, that's not what we can call a PB pace. We just have a lottery ticket for activating a PB, basically.
So the
You
way
can begin to speak about it a little bit if you want. I would just fly to Professor Oak. So basically, Red, the very first Pokemon of Red is a Pikachu level 81. So of course, that's a really bad matchup for our Pokemon or Water type Pokemon.
Yeah.
So what we do is we will use a Guard Spec, which is a kind of particular item that will make any change of effects doesn't happen, and hope that the Pikachu go for Charm as much as we can. Charm is normally decrease our attack, but we will protect by the Guard Spec, and as long as it happens, he will try to continue to charm us, normally. And we will setting up X speed and X attack and so on and so on. The setup is kind of long. We need to do that for 7 turns, well, 4 turns. I mean. Oh, bad. Yeah.
yeah,
What
so,
I'm doing. Anyways.
So it's about 75% to use Charm. So 25% to use Thunder, and if a Thunder hit you, it will keep using Thunder until it misses, because you cannot tank 2 Thunder. So after 1 Thunder is see a kill, it will try to keep using Thunder to kill you until, and you need to keep healing it until you miss. So you are back to full health where it doesn't see a kill anymore. And the bad thing is, if it keeps hitting Thunder and it runs out of Thunder, then you cannot win because it will start using Thunderbolt, which cannot miss.
We have some parts of the games doing blindfold here, but that's normally fine.
Do you want me to blindfold you? I can.
Yeah, with the bonk, that's definitely easily doable. There we go. So, we do save, of course, before this fight. We can check the in-game timer. Oh, that's not that bad, honestly.
No, we're doing all right.
So it's time to hope for Charm.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's spray.
Charm, Charm, Charm,
Charm.
Charm, charm.
Charm, charm.
Give us charm, 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 give us charm.
And charm.
Nice.
It's a good start. Now we need like 8 more of those.
It missed.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Take that.
There we go. 2 more.
All right.
One more.
Okay.
Oh my
Look at
god,
that.
that's
Just
crazy.
that easy.
That's
Just that easy.
crazy. Oh my god, that was perfect red. I mean, that's not done because there is still Snorlax that can body slam.
Yeah. You can get burned too, right?
Yeah. Or crate also. This one is not a problem. Venusaur as Executor will always go for Solar Beam, so no problem. And I will use that to save 1 power point of return because I have spent 1 on Blaine. So the main reason why we use 3 different X attack here is to 1-hit kill this guy, Espion, which have Psychic, but also Protect, which is a huge problem. It's basically a dead fight if you successfully use Protect. So it's really important to 1-hit kill this.
That's right.
And incoming, the absolute god of Gen 2, Snorlax. Just crit, perhaps.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Consider it at least.
Amnesia. That's a crit! No, that's not.
Just a really, really good roll. Unfortunate.
I have a good attack, but not enough to be sure the one it killed the Espion. That was an amnesia.
You can still crit Charizard.
Yeah, or Blastoise.
Blastoise, yeah.
But now it's basically a win fight. Except, I mean, even soft crit into Flamethrower crit will be will not be a problem.
Yeah, so time is going to come up on the fade out, not after the fight, but there's like one more like mini cutscene where red just vanishes, and then it'll fade to black, and that's when time will be.
That was, if we forgot the number of resets from the Totodile, this is a really, really clean run, honestly.
Yeah, this is a clean run.
I'm really
Every
happy
fight
about
was
what
pretty
happens.
good.
Yeah.
Every single run killer was a first try. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was not hoping for. Every single save that I did was useless, basically.
The only downside being we had to hunt for Polyworld, but otherwise, this was a very clean run overall.
That's not a problem.
Yeah, it's 1 HP. And
that's
it. GG's.
Thank you. They kindly help us a lot also with the extra experience that we got. So I'm kind of happy to made the decision to fight Benny in the second gym.
And
Time.
Thank you a lot, everyone. So we can fast travel the credits because we already normally saw the credits because of the league and check the save. And that's a sub for 330.
330 AGT. That's not too bad.
So I'm pretty happy about.
Which is pretty accurate since we first tried it.
Honestly, if we forgot about the reset, I'm really happy about this run. So I hope everyone's enjoy it. I mean, as I said, this is a really easy run to dive into. It's really, satisfying to optimize those type of PB. It's also a kinda long run, but honestly, it's not need a lot of energy. It's not, 3 hours on 40 of Celeste or Super Mario 64. It's not 3 hours of full executions. There is some chill parts and some stuff. So spending those type of runs by being in, for example, in Discord with some other people from the Pokémon's community is definitely the great way to do speedrunnings like that. So. Well, that was it for Pokemon Crystal. Thank you a lot, ESA, to having choose this runs. Thank you a lot, TTS and March. That's literally learned the run and know that they will comment it yesterday.
We were winging the whole thing. We've never played Crystal speedruns, so.
Yeah.
But make sure you follow this guy because he does a lot of speedruns on all the different generations.
Thank you.
And he did a wonderful job today. So make sure you follow him and give him support on his own Twitch channel.
I mainly stream in France, but I switch instantly in English if I saw some English people in the chat, of course. And be sure if you're interested in Pokemon speedrunning to join the Pokemon speedrun Discord. There are multiple of them, depending the games you would like to see. And I hope you will have a great event, everyone. Back to the host.
Thank you so much. Give it up one more time for Etienne. Coming up next, we've got Quake Arcane Dimensions being run by Sphere. We're going to start setting up for that. Etienne, I would absolutely love it if you and your commentators would be so gracious as to join us on the hosting station for a quick post-run debrief.
Sure.
Great to chat more about that. So we will see you over there. Thank you very much. Etienne, everybody.